check it out. This is the Black Privilege Podcast. I am your host, Jay Lee.
I'm your co-host, Jay Fly.
Yo, check us out on Twitter at _BLK Privilege _
Or Instagram at Black_Privilege_.
or go follow us on YouTube at the Black Privilege Podcast. Like and subscribe.
Or Facebook at the Black Privilege Podcast. Like, share, comment, man. Holla at us, man.
Yeah, or you can send us an email at blackprivilegepodcast@gmail.com. Like I say, man, just support, reach out however you can, man. Appreciate it. Yeah.
One lens went this way, the other lens went that way. I was pissed, bro.
Oh, man.
There's bitches in there and shit looking at me like, that nigga is not cool.
Man, that nigga just fuck. And you gotta point that out. Just like, damn, I guess I ain't cool no more. That's what you gotta say. And then they'll be like, oh, he really is cool.
So did you like my song I sent you while you're in the middle of lens clafters?
Hell yeah, that shit was cool, man.
That shit was not cool.
Everybody's looking, they're like, I'm like, sorry, guys.
Women,
It was the same
I
lip-
don't
it was the
respect
same-
them.
It was the same lens
All I
Show
want
me
to
your
do is have sex
genitals.
with
And the lady that was in there, the
Show
old
me
lady
your
that was in there that accused of stealing,
Uh-huh.
she was in there and I made her help me. And then he has this video pop up on my phone
Why would you go back to her?
because I wanted
You
them
didn't
to
wanna
fix
go to
my
North
glasses.
Park?
I didn't want to go to North Park either.
It's a trek, man.
Well, I had to take what's the name to the airport. So I was kind
Oh,
of
yeah, where was it going? Kilo?
Yeah, he went to San Antonio.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I saw him on the flight. I was like, okay.
That nigga missed 2 flights. Nigga called me.
Why?
Damn, bro, I missed my flight this morning. I was like, why don't you call me to come get you, bro? What's the deal, bro?
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know. I didn't think you was up. I said, you called me at 2:30 in the morning, though. You wouldn't think I'd be up, bro?
But I'm up.
You know what I'm saying? You called and I was like, bro, you should just.
Dude, so I took my little brother to the airport because he was going to go to Surprise, Arizona.
I saw him too. Yeah, I saw
At
him
the
on
airport
there.
too?
And he missed some flights, didn't he?
How?
Fucking idiot.
What did he do?
Okay, so I drop him off. Mind you, my mom buys these tickets for him for Christmas, right? This is a Christmas present to go to Surprise, Arizona.
Watch the
Spring break?
No,
to,
Texas Rangers.
to watch Texas Rangers and other baseball guys or teams do spring training.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
these are when all the
he is a-
games
he
and
is a
all the
baseball
like
guru.
the scrubs are playing right now, but it's still amazing baseball to watch.
Right.
Anyways, well, so he goes. I drop him off at 5:00 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, at the airport.
Yeah.
He goes, and he's waiting around and stuff like that. Mind you, 5:00. His plane leaves at 7, so
Hey, he's good.
he has enough time to really look at his ticket to see that he's at the wrong gate. He went to the gate that he would be going to if he was coming back
Oh, he
from
went to-
Arizona.
Oh.
And sat
he was looking
there
at the other ticket.
And sat there for a couple hours
Yeah.
and
Then was like
fuck.
Had to wait there
wrong spot.
all day because all the flights were like booked, right? You know, because they were
Yeah.
gonna see if somebody's gonna get off. No
Where was
show.
Where was he going? Arizona.
Surprise.
Surprise,
Yeah.
Arizona. I was like,
Surprise.
I said, surprise, you're back home.
Surprise, motherfucker.
You still here, motherfucker?
So he didn't get to fly out at all? Or?
No, man, he's here. He's
Wow.
probably
He's
in the
here?
back right now. Yeah.
Oh, man. Shout out, Jake.
Hey, you missed that
man.
today?
Sorry, bro.
That
That
was
was
this morning?
Friday morning.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
when you see him, give him a pat on the back.
Damn.
Give him a hug.
Come on, bro.
Oh, man,
That's
sucks.
kinda funny.
Hey, yo, check it out. This is episode 30, Dirty 30 of the Black Privilege Podcast. I am your host, Mr. Jay Lee, coming from the dark web. Nah.
What?
Wow,
The dark web.
The dark
Excuse me?
web. To the right of me is my co-host, Mr. Jay Fly, Jay
Hey,
Poole. To the
hey.
right of him is our engineer, Mr. Do It All, Mr. Sutton. BJJ Sutton.
He fixed it up. He did it all today.
Man, he did. Hey, we on point. Everything is on point today. Knock on fucking wood.
Yeah,
I think
for real.
Everything is solid.
Knock on wood.
But also we put like a little bit of effort into it today. Like we haven't ever really tried to make it anything other than what it was.
What do you mean?
We just kind of just be like, yeah, let's put that one there and fuck it. Let's see how that one looks there. We don't ever really just try to do.
We should try to put one over there.
So it can see the back of our left ears.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That wouldn't make sense, huh? I just thought of stuff.
Yeah. Well, you just made up some shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. How was y'all's week? I know Jake's wasn't going too well so far.
Come on,
Your
Jake.
kettlebell workout seemed to be hell today.
Yeah, it's good. My back's kind of a little sore, but it's not like.
But you've been playing with that 53, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think you're gonna be all right once it comes time?
I'm not doing it. I'm not
Okay.
doing that. Thing. My left shoulder's a little bit too messed up to
Yeah.
be pressing that over my head
So wait.
and doing a get up with it. So
Mhm.
I'm doing a body weight certification.
Okay.
By
That's
the same,
what
by the
Eddie's doing too, right?
Yeah, he's doing both. By the same people, and
Yeah.
Basically my strength test, because there's like how you teach body weight to make somebody strong, right? That's
Right.
basically the whole course. It's a 4-day course
Yeah.
about that. But at the end of it is you use your strength test. So you have to perform a one hand, one leg push up.
Easy.
Opposite hand,
Easy.
opposite leg. Right?
Mhm.
Obviously.
I can do that shit right now.
If you can do it with the same side, arm and leg, you are a fucking monster.
You're
What do you
yeah.
mean?
No,
Well,
they
think about it. If you can do
they
it
have
one
levels
hand,
of certifications
Can you do?
that people are doing no leg push-ups and pushing up
Yeah,
into
I could
a
see no leg.
headstand
Yeah, I could see that.
and like that and doing
Yeah, but a one hand, one leg push up on
yeah,
the same
it's
side.
basically like being
is-
in a
It would be really difficult to do just balance wise.
I
Yeah.
can do that.
Doing it like on your hands, you could probably balance easier than doing it on.
We'll
I bet
see
you
if you
can't
can do
even
it
do
later.
a plank. I bet you can't even do a plank with one. Oh no, I know I can't do that shit. I know I can't do that shit.
I've been practicing. It's fucking hard.
Yeah, but opposite arm and leg. That's why I say that makes sense because you got more stability in your push up.
Right.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope though. Cause I've always just for some reason I haven't ever really been a advocate of lifting weights.
Working out.
No. I'm fine with working out. I hate weights though.
Uh.
Like I'm more of a body weight type of like I want to do body weight shit. That's what
I used to want to
Well, I
lift
gotcha.
weights.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was just saying.
I used to want
I
to
ain't
lift
wanna
weights
say
so I
that.
could be bigger.
Right.
'Cause I used to have I don't think I had a little man complex, but I knew I was smaller than everybody, so I just wanted to have muscle.
Yeah.
But I just after I found jiu-jitsu and fighting and shit, I didn't give a fuck about none of that.
Yeah, it's like none of this really matters
That
anymore.
that don't make a goddamn bit of difference.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely like body weight
But I mean,
workouts.
the strength training of what he's doing, man, it makes a lot of sense though.
Yeah.
You know,
What's that?
I was about to invite you this morning, but it's like right before I was about to start. I was like, "Fuck! I should have told Poole to come."
yeah.
Right, but I didn't want to wait on your.
You got a nice little workout area in there, man.
that what's that other? There's a guy that I guess he's like his movements are like jujitsu movements, and it starts with a G.
Gymnastico.
Gymnastics.
I like that shit.
I love that shit. That shit is super dope to me.
But it's just kind of movement though.
Yeah,
Movement
but
and stretching.
it's the same thing. It's just like that. It's just you get certified in those movements and training people how to get, I guess functionally, have that functional strength from all those awkward ass weird positions.
You know what I realized this week?
Super dope though.
That I spent all my tax refund on weed, smoking it. Like I went back, I was like, "What the hell? What? How did?" So I went back and looked at all my transactions and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
The
Bro,
random.
it was-
thoughts
it was-
No, you didn't. You
Jason
could not have
Poole.
spent
I swear-
all
I
that
s-
money
I
on
swear to
fucking
God,
weed, bro.
It blew my mind, bro, that I did that shit. It blew my. I did it
Nah,
yesterday.
you bought some clothes and shit too.
No,
though.
I stayed at the mall. That was my whole thing about with Joe. I spent everything I spent at the mall. I used on credit, bro. I didn't spend no money on none of that shit yet. And the realization of those bills coming in at the beginning of next month is dawning on me. That dawned on me this week too. I was like, oh shit, I gotta pay them shits. All of that shit, all that shit has to be paid. Nigga, I was buying TVs and shit. All that shit.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Yeah.
All that shit has to be paid. And I spent all
For
my
no
money
reason too. Y'all
Bro,
you just bought
I was,
a TV.
I was driving
You
with
had
Joe.
a dope ass
Bro,
TV
I was
already.
riding with Joe yesterday. I was like, bro, how the fuck am I broke? How the fuck am I broke, my nigga? He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, bro, I was looking at my transactions, bro. I was like, I'm broke in a bitch.
Them pending transactions gonna come in like Tyson on your
I was
bitch
like,
ass.
so I went back. He's like, bro, you gotta look at your transactions, see what you did, bro. So I went back and looked. I was like, withdraw here, withdraw here, withdraw here, withdraw here. And I was like, what was I doing?
60,
I was like,
100, 250.
Little strip.
It was like 380, 180.
380.
Yeah, bro. I was
my
like, what the shit am I doing? Cause I was buying those trippy sticks
overpaying.
too. So I was buying trippy sticks, and then I was buying those trippy sticks, and then I was buying like a 14. You know what I'm saying? So,
talk about them trippy
and
sticks.
going hard.
Yeah, them trippy sticks are crazy. But yeah, man, I was just tripping, bro. And I thought I was doing good because I was like,
I mean, it's a good weed.
Cause I was like, all my bills are paid and stuff, and no,
Man.
everything. I ain't like behind on nothing.
I ain't say that,
But
but it ain't $4,000 worth of weed. Nigga, that's some good ass weed. Nigga, you would have been better off taking a trip to where all the weed is at, nigga, and
Oh my
spending the
God.
money that way.
That's true. A little car ride and bring.
You could have easily just went.
And now I gotta pay all them goddamn credit card bills. I got 5 credit cards, bro.
You got a problem, man.
Bro, your life just dramatically changed within a month's time frame, bro. You went from no refund check to just chilling, parlaying, to refund check, 5 credit cards, splurge, $4,000 worth of weed.
I got a lot of shit though.
Yep. It's true.
Got a lot of shit.
Nah,
It looks like you're gonna be taking back a lot of shit.
You owe a lot of shit too.
I got
Like,
a lot
hey,
of
Best
shit,
Buy, about that TV,
About
man.
that TV,
I could
man.
bring it back, right? 30 days.
It don't fit my
30
wall
days.
like
Yeah.
I thought.
It don't
was gonna
fit. It don't
It
fit.
don't fit. What size wall do you have? I have a 20 by 20 wall.
A wall,
One
nigga.
wall.
It's a wall.
It's a
nigga.
little wall. It's a little smaller than I thought it was gonna be. Oh man.
But
yeah,
I was laughing at myself. I was like, this nigga's an idiot.
yeah. I ain't do shit this week. Same old shit. Grind. I'm talking about. I am more focused on getting this fucking house than ever. So we'll see how that goes.
Getting to his house.
Made some.
Where you want to live at?
Made some power. I want to live in Mesquite.
I kind of do too, fool.
Either Mesquite or the edge of Dallas. Like
I kind of want to live in Mesquite or Sunnyvale or some shit.
Yeah, I don't want to be
Sunnyvale
Sunnyvale would be cool.
Sunnyvale's a little
Sunnyvale's
old
dope.
money. I don't think they would like me over there that much.
Old
Unless
money,
I had the money.
Well, if,
Old money,
if
new
you get gold
houses.
teeth, like you said you wanted to
Hey,
get,
yeah. Did you see that post?
No,
I
I did
didn't.
not. I'm not
I
on
forgot to-
Facebook.
I forgot
Thank you
to,
for not showing
I
me
really
that.
do
No.
want that, bro.
by what age do you want at least 16 of your teeth done? Gold.
This year, my
You
birthday
are
this
not.
year.
You
I
serious?
want- yeah, I'm serious as a heart attack. I want that shit, bro.
Top and bottom,
Hey, yeah, 16, 8.
dog. Are you living
I wa-
backwards, bro?
No,
You're
but
living,
I
you're
wanted
going
wanted to do it back then, and I like really wanted to do it, and then I got locked up and shit, and I couldn't do it because I didn't have the money to do it. You know what I'm saying? Now I can do it, and so I want to do it.
But even whenever we did do the grills, we never did top and bottom. We
No,
just had top.
No, I want.
We all had, like, we was like, remember we was like, oh, we get 6 top. Then it was like, then you got to get 8. Then you
Did
got
you get
8.
your top?
I got bottom 8, remember? I had
I
bottom
thought
8.
you had your top too, though.
I had top. I had 6
Yeah,
top
I
with
only
like
got-
the fangs and the diamond cuts.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I only had my bottom.
I had both, but I never wore both. I only wore the bottom.
Yeah, but I don't want the pull out. That pull out one hurt and shit. I ain't wear it that much. I mean, it's set in there nice,
I
but
mean,
it shit hurt.
I ain't
though.
gonna lie. If I was gonna get some, I'd probably get like a solid 8-10 bottom.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
If I was gonna get some shit,
That's what I'm saying. I want.
I told my wife that I had like a
Yeah, I want a
like a
permanent, though.
small desire to do that.
See,
again, too. I ain't
I
gonna
know
lie.
I'm not crazy, bro.
It's not permanent for sure.
I know I'm not crazy.
You know what, guys? Not me.
I want to get my fangs implanted and get us. I want.
I know I'm not crazy.
Dracula
with that,
fangs.
I want to get neon teeth.
bro. I want to get neon teeth.
You could get your teeth tattooed, can't you?
What?
Fuck you.
You don't feel nothing.
Yeah, you will.
I think
No.
it hurts, bro.
This don't hurt.
Go take a fucking needle and put it to your tooth and
This
do
don't
that.
hurt.
It's gonna hurt like
Don't
a
go
bitch.
too deep. You just kind of touch it, like etch it.
No, that's fuck you, dude.
Fuck you.
I ain't saying your gum.
I'll get
no
a
teeth.
I'll get a cover and put a cover like a
Yeah.
cap.
like,
Yeah.
like
and do like a
Right. Get that.
do
That'd
like
be-
that.
that'd
But
be
design
thorough.
that.
I
That'd be
would never
thorough,
do that. But yeah,
I would
I'm
never.
saying that would
do
be
that.
an option before getting my teeth.
I'm 35, man.
I've seen people get
I
their
do it at
eyeballs.
40.
I've seen that people get their eyeballs tattooed. So ain't
Yeah,
nothing
I mean-
above it. Ain't nothing above it. But nah, that I told my wife.
But I don't want them just solid. You know what I'm saying? I want
No. I wanted the bar. I wanted a bar with diamonds.
I want them
either.
I think I might want them, pave set or you know what I'm saying, diamonds on it.
Yeah, I wanted something like that.
It's got to be shiny in the bitch.
It's my shit.
It's gonna have diamonds in it.
And then I realized, is it that I just want that straight, like that straightness on my bottom teeth, or do I want the grill? And it's a little of both. So I was like, well, shit, why not just go get veneers?
It's a
like
little
perfect veneers and have perfect teeth at the bottom and top.
You could do that too.
I would rather probably,
but then it wouldn't shine.
Money doing. Well, my teeth would shine. You see Gucci?
No.
You
I
see
seen
Gucci? You see Gucci?
Just get them done platinum.
Gucci teeth is He just
Hey, that's what Lil Flip got. Lil Flip got platinum
perfect.
teeth.
I can see
teeth.
doing that.
I
Getting platinum teeth.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Look.
I like gold.
Yeah, I like
that.
platinum too. White
do?
gold.
I like yellow gold. I'm a yellow gold guy. I like it.
Or you,
I like
rose
it.
gold ain't too shabby either. I like rose gold.
You like rose?
I like looking. I tell you what,
Joe like rose.
rose gold looks good on everybody, but I just feel like it don't look good on me. But everywhere I've seen rose gold, it looks good.
So do they shave down the tooth and then put that on top of their red?
Yeah.
a little
They
bit.
usually do the
it's
whole
a veneer.
thing.
It's like basically a veneer, but
They
gold.
cement them on, so they'll do
So
root canals, and then those
what keeps it from
they
from
cement
chipping
them
and
on.
stuff like that?
I mean, just
They
like
got
any
some
jewelry,
stuff on.
just like any jewelry.
You talking about your
gotta
teeth
maintain it.
underneath, or you the
No,
top?
Oh, no, he's talking about the gold.
Gold. Oh yeah, you
'cause
gotta
gold's
polish.
a
You
soft
got-
ass metal.
You
Yeah,
polish.
you gotta polish them and all that kind of stuff. But you can get them in different carats. You know what I'm saying? So
Get your teeth clean still.
yeah, you still gotta get your teeth clean. Like people are like, oh, you got your breath. I'm like, look here, man. If you've ever seen me, I'm never sloppy. So
Yeah,
I
I don't know what
why
people
would my teeth all of a sudden be sloppy? Why my mouth
Right.
all of a sudden? You know what I'm saying?
people that think that have never had a grill before.
Yeah,
Because we used to take my grill out and
I
we
used to put foil in my bottom teeth.
Oh, I did that too.
yeah, at
Did that
first
too. We did-
before that,
It was in 7th grade.
bullshitting around, yeah.
Mine was more like I'm a monster.
Yeah.
It's more like gold teeth.
Yeah, it was more like gold teeth. Like, look at my teeth.
Look at my teeth, fellas.
But no, you take your grill out and shit, and you put it in like a mixture, like Listerine and peroxide at night, and let them hoes soak, and then you brush them in the morning and put them over. Like, it's nothing like it's just like anything else. I brush my fucking teeth every day. I take care of my mouth. So
It's still jewelry. You gotta
still
take
gotta
care
do
of
that
it. It's
shit.
still gonna go in your mouth and all that.
Yeah.
But see, I want.
but the
them permanent,
permanent, and the permanent, some people.
I've never had permanent teeth, so of course. But I mean, permanent gold teeth.
Yeah, I was like, you got your adult teeth, and you're like,
Let's say
I've
that.
never had teeth before, so this is
No
new to
teeth.
me.
It's all extra.
This is all
day.
CGI'd. Right here.
It's a Snapchat
But yeah,
filter.
I don't really know.
They do them individually, or you can get a whole
They do 'em
thing as
individually.
one. Yeah, or you can get them as all one thing.
But they got those pull-out grills now where they do every single tooth, so it looks like a permanent grill.
Yeah,
I thought about that too.
that's a lot. Then you got to pop them on a little thing whenever you take them out, because you got a mold that you keep, and they pop 'em in. That's a lot to deal with.
It's a lot to deal with.
Fake it to make it. Just get them whole cemented in.
Exactly. That's why, because I want to eat with them and shit.
Right.
I don't want to have to take them out.
Yeah. You think you'll do that this year?
I wanna. If I have the money, I definitely will.
That shit'll be fire.
It's because it's all about the money. Because I gotta be set. I gotta be good.
Gotta be able to do it.
You know what I'm saying? It's not. I can't just be like, oh, I saved the money. Now I'm gonna do it. No, it's gotta be like, I have the money.
Comfortably.
I'm comfortable. Where's
5
the fucking
credit
doctor?
cards, man?
5 credit cards.
You had the money.
ain't
You
gonna
had the
do
perfect
this shit.
10.
I know.
Fuck that TV, you coulda got them hoes
I wasn't
done.
thinking about. I was thinking about some other things with that money. So
Oh man, I dropped one.
Could have not got a couple trippy sticks.
I was weed crazy, man. I still am.
Apparently.
More than a couple with triple sticks, man.
Yeah.
I say we could have took a trip, man.
I mean, I can still take trips, man. That shit don't cost that much money.
But to take a trip and like be comfortable, like just think about take $4,000 on a trip. You just you pay for your trip, but you go to your trip, you get to your hotel, and you're like, you realize, oh, I got $4,000 in my pocket.
It's about
I can go really. I can
but
actually explore this city like it's meant to be.
But I wouldn't go nowhere unless it's like that anyway. But it's sometimes it's like the people that you want to go with and all kind of stuff about me traveling. Like I can travel by myself and stuff like that.
Hey, let's do this.
It's not always that fun.
Let's do this.
I want to travel with my partners and shit. But all y'all niggas is married and shit.
No. I was just gonna say, let's do this.
Hey, that's just planning.
And then
September or late summer, or
I want to go somewhere warm, y'all. You know,
Master World.
late summer or September.
Las Vegas.
Let's go to Atlanta and CD.
All right.
Let's go to Atlanta and CD.
All right. That's cool.
And spend like a weekend down there, a 3-day, 4-day weekend.
You want to drive?
At that time, maybe, yeah. Probably, so that we can drive around down there too, because Atlanta's kind of spread out. Because he don't even live in Atlanta. He live like
In the
around.
outskirts?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll fuck around
That's
in
cool.
Atlanta.
We need to go somewhere warm though.
Yeah, it's gonna be warm in
No, I'm
Atlanta
talking about-
up
I'm
until
talking about-
September.
I'm
You talking about a beach or something?
Yeah, or not like a beach.
But I mean, we
like-
go to Cali or something once it get colder here, and
Mhm.
go somewhere warm.
Yeah, 'cause it's hot in the summertime out there. I got real hot. It's real hot.
Like what?
It's like,
Like
real
real
hot.
hot.
Like real hot.
Like real hot.
It's like real
Say,
hot.
hey, Master World.
Yeah,
Las
I've never-
Vegas.
I've never been to Vegas, man. I,
Hey,
Hey, I
And
go to
guess-
Vegas. I
and,
go to
and
Vegas.
also, guess what is legal?
exactly. But is it recreation out there? Or do they have that medical
No,
shit?
It's recreational on the street.
Just
yeah.
passed. Like,
No, I'm saying
by
I
the
like
time-
that
by the
medical
time-
shit.
What? No, you like the recreational.
No, I like the medical shit.
by the
the
time we go out
recreational
there,
shit is the medical shit, but you can smoke it walking around in the street.
No,
Yeah.
no. It's,
And you can
no,
buy it at corner
no,
stores
it's
and
not-
everywhere.
Nah, it's not the same. The recreational smoke and the medical, the medicinal marijuana is different. I mean, it's different potency. It's-
They sell the exact same things. Medical marijuana means it's required. You got to have a license or
Yeah,
prescription
yeah,
to buy it.
But
It's the same.
but
They
it's
got the
different.
same potency. Recreational is just you can go buy it at the corner store and shit. They got them all over. You don't have to have a requirement
yeah,
to buy it.
cardigan there.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
the
a-
same
It's
weed.
not about
It's the same weed. Yeah.
I thought it was different.
No, it's just the fact that you had to need like a prescription to have
to
it,
grab
which
it up.
makes it a little bit harder to get it. But it was super easy to get it, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But recreational is just like
I
Colorado's
mean, they do
recreational.
offer those people, some people stronger in certain strains. Like,
But they still got
You
all those
know.
available to recreational people because there ain't like you can't overdose on it or nothing. It don't
No,
matter.
you
Yeah.
can't. No, you
So,
can't overdose on
they ain't
weed.
tripping on it.
Can you?
No, you have to. They said you have to smoke 50 pounds of marijuana at one in
No, no,
one
no.
setting or something.
a whole haystack.
Yeah, a whole. Yeah, it's a
What?
ridiculous
in
amount.
15 minutes.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Yeah, in 15
I
minutes.
want to hookah
That's
some weed.
it's impossible.
I've never hookah weed. Like had like
Right.
I never done.
That's a waste.
It seems
Is
like
it?
a way. It seems
is.
like
It doesn't
the
burn,
cool
like-
thing to do though.
Yeah.
But
It don't
is-
burn.
It's
It just-
better.
it-
like, I got a hookah. I just need one now. I just need to go buy a new one. But I have a hookah, and it's just better to have that flavored tobacco going,
Mhm.
and then whatever else. Just do that too at
I
the
don't.
same time.
I never liked that flavored tobacco though. Every
No,
time I hit it,
man,
it gives me
I-
a headache. It's weird. It weirds
There's
me
some-
out.
We'll probably end up getting another one for the summer, and
And I don't like the head rush tobacco gives me. Like it gives me a weird head rush.
There's some
Mm.
good stuff that we normally get
I watched a dude
that you'll
with
be like, it's a very subtle.
I watched a
like,
dude with a leaf blower that he had modified and he stuffed weed in it and he was at something.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
have you
seen that
seen
shit.
it?
I seen
Yeah,
that
and he
shit,
just
yeah.
hitting them one time.
Yeah,
That's it. Just one time. Niggas was just losing that
I
shit.
couldn't- that shit.
That's a lot,
that shit
man.
be
But
crazy.
but the fact that he had that much weed to just keep
Stuff in
loading this motherfucker.
It
in
probably
there.
wasn't that much that good. Probably had to be some dirt weed.
but
but
does
still,
it
it's a
matter
lot.
at that point?
Yeah, it's
Right.
I'm saying,
That
like,
could be
that
some
much.
brown frown, man.
All that
Some brown
shit.
frown.
And you're zooted, nigga.
Some brown frown.
Zooted
That's so
off
funny.
that shit.
That's funny.
That is funny. But yeah, I want to go because by that time, like I say, late July or August,
That's the time you want
September.
to go to.
That's what
Atlanta?
time I want to go to Atlanta because hopefully that'll be the time that we be done with the process. So
Parts of what?
everything will be the
House?
house and stuff.
Oh.
That's the goal. But yeah, man, it was a good week. Like I said, work, grind,
Grinding.
Whew, fucking work. But
That nigga got to go to a job.
like a motherfucker every time. Pays well, but yeah, it's a job. Made some really good moves this week. I'll tell y'all more, but I don't want
What'd
to
you do?
broadcast that stuff. But I made some. We made a good move. We just
Oh,
started.
you crossed over good.
Huh?
Spin move.
It was like a reverse pivot, kind of like
Back to your basket.
it was like a jab step at first. Then it was
Uh.
then I blew by.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and right now I'm in the paint and about to finish. You know what I'm saying?
Don't let them block you. Don't
Nah,
let them
nah, nah.
dikembe you,
They
bro.
can't block the
Don't.
layup. You can hate the game.
No.
You can hate the game, but you can't block the layup.
Oh.
Yeah. But nah, I'll tell y'all more once we finish about that. Because that's really the game. Like I said, I talked to the consultant about some things, and they broke it down to me, very matter of fact. So we got some things that we're doing that are in place, and I can break it down to you. It's like, like I paid for it, but shit, the game's free. You know what I'm saying? Like now I know the game, so now I can give it to you. Now I can
you
give it
pay
to
for the
y'all.
game? For
Yeah.
$9.95.
Yeah.
For $9.95, I tell you this and that, nigga.
I'll tell you your future. Yeah, I'll read your horoscope.
I tell you your future.
Let me see your hand.
Cause I can get you rich, nigga.
But yeah, so you went and got your glasses fixed and everything.
Yeah, man, that shit pissed me out.
Yeah,
Man.
but you got insurance. You ain't have to pay nothing.
No. When you buy them at Lens Crafters, just fix your glasses for free. I don't even think you have to pay for them.
Yeah.
Because Joe showed me that because he was going to like the Vision Works and the Lens Crafters, to get his glasses set when like he'll sit on them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I just went in there and just.
Is Vision Works? They got a good selection. That's the one at North Park, right? That's the one we looked at.
That's the one we looked at.
Yeah.
But
we ain't going in there.
It depends what you're looking for. They got some nice glasses in there. But I was Lens Crafters has more like designer.
Yeah. That's
they got more design.
Is that what you're looking for?
I just wanted some dope ass looking frames once it comes time for that.
Oh yeah, you want to go Lens Crafters or something like that, or just go on
or a little gallery because they got some dope ass little gallery. Like Uptown's got a fire ass gallery. I think it's called Z Gallery or something. There's one off. I think that one's off of Lemon. It's called Z Gallery or something.
I need to go back in that one store I used
Why
to
don't
shop
you
in.
go online and look at
Zini.
At brands of
glasses,
like Ray-Ban or whatever.
Ray-Ban has some nice shit.
I looked at all of them.
Hey,
Ray-Ban. Remember we picked them up at the
Ray-Ban
ones.
nice
them
shit.
aviator ones were clean.
One second, man. Can you move up a little bit? Because I don't want my guitar to fall off.
Yeah, man, you finna fuck shit up, dog. Damn.
Right there. Yes.
Damn, bro.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah. He's finna fuck it up, dog. Damn.
But we looked at Ray-Bans. We looked at Ray-Bans. We looked at all of them. The ones I liked were the Persol.
Like those aviator glasses. Like those.
They're clean in a bitch, but I just
so
don't
big
know
on
for
my
the
face.
longevity.
Yeah,
I could wear them a little bit, but I can't wear them every day.
Man, having those glasses, that's like a luxury, bro.
Having any glasses.
Those, yeah.
Having any.
Dude, it's like, so my dad has a discount with Oakley because, he's in law enforcement and stuff like that.
They got a lot of sportwear type.
Yeah. And I usually get glasses from there, but the last pair I got were like this $300 pair of glasses, which I only paid for like maybe $160, $170 for. Badass. They're Prism shades, all that stuff. Fucking lost them, dude. I like had them for a year and a half.
Lost them.
And
somebody wearing your motherfucking.
Somebody got some shades.
Somebody took your motherfucking shades.
Hey,
real.
People jack the shit out of shades, bro. You can't leave them shits nowhere, bro. And I got a lot. I left shades around a lot because I never really knew that I was blind. So when I would wear them shits, they would bother me. That's why I got these with the transition now. Cause I didn't like because I like wearing shades. I like that, but it would always bother me because I couldn't fucking see.
Yeah.
So I would always take them off and leave them somewhere, and somebody else get them. And
Herb
shit.
had told me years back, whenever I bought those Prada shades, and his doctor had told him be careful with wearing shades because especially black men, the vitamin D intake reduces dramatically when you wear shades all the time because you're supposed to be getting sunlight in your eyes. You're just not supposed to be getting glaring sunlight in your eyes. So he had told me be careful for that shit. He said you'll notice. He said you'll be tired more, or you'll have a problem sleeping and shit like that, and that's your vitamin D.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. And he had told me about that, but he has the same thing as you. He'll wear glasses that are transition shades or whatever. So same way, he doesn't really get much.
Get these.
Yeah, he doesn't really get.
Young folks don't get these shades.
I don't even think a lot of them don't know that.
That's what I'm saying.
Exist.
They don't even know that shit. Because I saw old man with them. I was like, bro, your glasses changed.
Yeah.
I was like,
who told you that?
I was like, man.
My uncle. That's what his doctor told him.
That's what his doctor told
him. Yeah, about vitamin D intake. There's only no
vitamin D take that's true, but the whole wearing glasses.
That's not glasses. It's the shades.
Well, the shades.
Yeah,
that's kind of ridiculous
because the skin, UV, right? Yeah.
Your skin absorbs it as well too.
Right. Your eyes
that just
are probably
a little bit more ridiculous. That really does sound ridiculous. I can wear sunglasses because it's cutting my
vitamin D intake. I think your eyes probably take in the most of it though.
No, the vitamin D intake for your eyes though. No, I don't think
for your skin.
Yeah, not for your skin. I just think for your eyes.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
It was years ago.
I'm not a fucking optometrist.
None of it made sense to me.
I'm fucking blind.
I didn't even know about vitamin D until he told me about it. Then I was like, oh, really? But I didn't like shades like that.
You don't eat vitamins. I mean, eat well anyway to get vitamins.
Yeah, I mean, if I could eat more sun,
do you?
I'd have vitamins.
No, I was about to say, do you take vitamins though?
Nah, I don't.
For like supplements?
Nope. Because I don't even.
I don't either. I'm scared.
No, because you eat well. You eat enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I eat bad too though. Like now.
I eat. Yeah, I eat bad too. I eat bad all the time.
But I do have a big ass salad the crib made. And it's got like it's got raspberries, blueberries, it's got apples cut in it, avocado. Man, this shit is gonna go hard when I get back to it.
Niggas excited, man. See, I don't even like any of that stuff.
It's got romaine lettuce, carrots, and some spinach in it too.
Yeah,
man, it's just a big ass salad in a big ass bowl, and some cucumbers. And I cut up some tomatoes on the side because I don't like the tomatoes.
I wish I liked that
making
shit.
the
I don't
salad
even
salty.
like tomatoes.
What?
I just can't get into that fruit.
Well, yeah.
Nah, I see what you did there because it's a fruit.
It's a fruit. Most people don't know it's a fruit.
My son knows it's a fruit because it's got seeds inside.
He told me
Because it
that
got
too.
seeds inside. He told you that too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how
a
I
long time
know.
ago. That's how I know.
I don't know
He will
shit.
drop a fact bomb on you in
Dude,
mid
yeah.
conversation. Like, whoa, really?
Daddy, monarch butterflies weigh as much as a paperclip. Like, whoa, really? Yeah. Then he just runs off.
It runs into a wall.
Yeah, tear my shit off. I'm like,
Then he just
what?
runs into a wall.
He's got this
Look, Dad,
book.
watch me jump off of this.
It's clearly like a fifth grader book of like animals, and it's got animal webs in it and all this shit. And that motherfucker be in the table of contents and looking up stuff and just he'll carry that. He carries that book around the house reading it to me. Stuff like surprise, like look, these ones blend in. They're camouflage and they do these. Daddy, did you know a horned toad shoots blood out of his eyes and all? I'm like, oh really? Wow, okay.
That shit sounds dangerous.
That's how they survive. They got a bird that throws up all over itself so that a predator won't eat it.
It's a fucking scary bird.
Hey, man.
That's a scary
Bro,
motherfucker.
what would you do?
It'd be
what would
really
you do to
hard to do
survive?
anything. Like, yeah,
If Parada is trying to beat the shit out of me.
just start throwing up
Just
shit on
pissing
yourself.
shit all over yourself.
God,
God, bro.
What you
Oh,
want to do now?
oh man, I'm not touching you.
Just-
Get away from
and
me,
just look
bro.
at him. What you want to do now?
What, nigga?
Ultimate
What?
rape defense.
What? That is actually
Ultimate
a rape,
rape
defense.
defense.
Have
Unless
y'all
they're into
just
that.
start shit.
They're
Did
like,
you-
Have y'all seen that movie with that guy that had all those multiple personalities?
What was that shit?
It was the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
yeah.
It was
What was that
probably
shit
his
called?
latest one. I can't remember what it was
Fuck
called.
was that shit called?
But that's what she did.
No,
She had like pissed on herself or
Yeah,
something.
she told other girls to piss on themselves.
That movie was kind of
She said-
dope,
she said,
man.
She said, piss on yourself. Piss on yourself.
Yup. And she was like, what? She was like, piss
What was
on
that
yourself.
fucking movie?
I can't remember what it's
What
called.
was that fucking movie, y'all?
Whoever's watching, I
What
don't
was
know.
that shit? Did you see it?
It's a good one.
It was
It's
a
a
good
pretty good
movie.
fucking movie. M. Night Shyamalan is hit and fucking miss, but that's a pretty good movie.
The sequel to that movie is supposed to have Bruce Willis. And,
The sequel is
it's supposed to be with
Yep, Unbreakable dude.
Unbreakable dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see that movie Unbreakable? Hey, I was watching a movie this morning, why I was late.
ADD.
I was late because of this movie.
Doobie
Hey, did you see this? Hey, guess what? Blah blah blah.
Doobie doo doo.
Blah blah blah. Somebody needs another bowl.
Somebody needs to calm down.
But it's called Bullet Head. It's on Netflix. Hey, this shit is dope. It's about this Antonio Banderas is in it.
Antonio Banderas.
But he's like some kind of big boss man or whatever. But he's fighting dogs. You know what I'm saying?
He's fighting dogs.
He's fighting dogs.
Oh, he's a
and-
dog fight. Like he's not physically fighting
he's
them.
not the fight.
He is. He like raises.
He
them.
like kicks his
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm
Okay, so he all right. What else? He's a
All
dog
right.
fighter.
These thieves, right?
They steal one of his dogs.
No, they steal some other shit at this place. They hit a lick.
They ain't got nothing in his
They
business.
run into this nigga's dog kennel place where he's killed all his dogs, and he killed his last dog, but he thought he did. He thought he killed it, but he didn't. So the dog has been living in this fucking warehouse.
Antonio Banderas.
No, the dog.
Antonio Banderas' dog.
Yes,
Okay.
he thought he killed it because it's a bad motherfucker. So he's like, "Ooh, gotta kill the dog." You know what I'm saying? But anyway, didn't kill the dog. Dog stayed in there. Angry motherfucker, I tell you.
Hungry.
Big, very.
Angry.
He ate
Probably.
a person.
Probably angry at the world.
Very mad at the world.
Mhm.
But one of the thieves, when something fell on him, helped him up. He told his dog story, how this dog saved him. He's like, I've always been a dog person. It's a good movie, y'all.
This
You're a
is a-
dog person. You like it. But it's,
Was this a documentary or something?
nah, man, it's a good movie, man. About a dog.
Got him.
So-
It's not real.
It's called
Spoiler
Bullet,
alert.
Bullet Head, I think.
Bulletproof.
No, Bullet
You
Head.
said bullet head. Yeah.
Bullet
Bullet
Head.
head.
But it's good. It's a good movie, man. Y'all should go watch it. Check it out, man. It's a great movie.
Honestly, that didn't sound like a good
Hey,
movie.
it probably didn't the way I
Was
explaining.
Antonio Banderas in it for the
He-
whole movie, or he was just at the beginning? At
He was
that
at the
point?
beginning and the end.
So it's
the nigga
really
died.
about-
He got ate up by his own fucking dog.
So it's
Spoiler
really
alert.
So the dog. So it's like a coming of age story with the dog falling in love with one of the robbers or something.
Yep, because the robber saved him when he was trying to kill the robber. Because the robber liked dogs anyway, but he you know.
It's like Sandlot.
Yeah, Sandlot
It's a
with
gangster Sandlot.
gangsters.
Sandlot with
exactly,
gangsters.
and everybody dies except for the one guy.
That sounds like a horrible
No, actually,
movie.
he dies too, and the dog dies. But he tells the dog he's a good boy right at the end of the movie.
So
before
everybody
the dog dies.
dies, even
Everybody
Antonio
fucking
Banderas.
died. Matter
Then
of fact,
all dogs go to heaven. There you go.
really, everybody died at the end of the movie. That's just crazy.
End chapter.
End chapter. That's how that shit ended.
That really did not sound like a good movie.
It was a good
though.
movie. I watched it to the end. Adrian Brody's in it.
Adrian Brody's a good actor. You seen The Pianist?
Yeah.
That is a fucking
He
good
hid
movie.
in,
Have you
he
seen my
hid in a
penis?
piano in the movie. He hid in a grand piano in the movie.
You serious?
I swear to God. And the dog sniffed his dumb ass out too. And nigga, he's a dog. He knows you're
Adrian
in
Brody's hitting a piano.
In the
I would have
fucking
said,
movie.
look, y'all got to change that part of the script, bro. I'm not going to be the pianist in every fucking movie.
That
I'm
nigga, hey, the piano didn't help in this movie, goddamn.
Adrian Brody did The Pianist was a great fucking movie.
I
man.
agree.
That's one of the movies you forget about.
I agree.
But that shit
hey,
was dire.
Last of the Mohicans is a movie people forget about.
Hey, yeah, I like that one.
That's one of my favorite movies
I don't
too.
know if I don't think
I
I've
think that's
seen
my
it.
second after Tombstone.
That came out like 90s in the
Yeah,
90s.
bro. Tombstone was
I don't
good
think I've
too.
seen that one.
Daniel Day-Lewis. Hey, Last of the
The
Mohicans.
one that's
bro.
like that was the Samurai movie with Tom Cruise. That was a throw movie
That was
too,
a,
wasn't it?
Last Samurai.
Last Samurai
Yep,
too.
that's a
Yeah,
dope
that
ass
was a
movie.
good ass movie too. I gotta watch Last Mohicans. Though.
Last of the Mohicans. Oh, must watch, bro.
Yeah, that's one of them
It's-
where you hear the title so much, books, play, whatever, that you kind of gloss
It's like,
over it.
it's
but
like
yeah.
Legends of the Fall kind of. It has that feel to me. But,
But with
it's dope.
Indians.
Yeah, but with Indians, it's a little dope.
But
to me.
with dope weed.
I like
people
it.
People get like their head scalped.
Yeah, and motherfucker get scalped in that movie.
That's real.
He get scalped.
I mean, that's real life, nigga.
Yeah.
That shit was happening.
That's my son's people.
It's going down.
He's half Apache Indian.
Get
Apache.
this shit paid for. Start
Get
getting
your
them
shit-
checks.
get your
He
shit
got the,
paid
he got
for.
the, yeah. He get the checks. He get them checks. Get them checks coming in. I worked with a chick that was Indian, and she got a check every motherfucking month.
Yeah, see, I gotta look into that one.
I gotta
Every
look into
month.
that one.
For real.
They're due a lot of money
He's expensive.
for the
He's
things-
expensive.
Yeah.
for the life.
Kids are expensive,
For
guys.
the, you know,
They didn't know that.
Look, guys, we did your ancestors kind of wrong. If you're Indian, we'll send you a little check or something.
Here's a check.
We'll give you a little check or something.
Yeah.
So what was we gonna talk about? Cocaine?
What?
I don't know why.
Well, I
that,
was just fucking around.
I mean,
man.
shit. That's fuck it. I mean, it came to your head.
I
You
never
talk-
did it.
I've never done it either. I
Oh
guess
man, well I
drugs?
don't want to talk about it because I've done it.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to be the only one leading
I
this
don't.
discussion.
So I was in Uptown having some beers, you know.
But 3 days later,
So yesterday,
I
3
wake
days
up.
later, I wake up,
uh,
Trainee's cock's in my mouth. I don't know.
Oh man.
Zing, 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 zing,
Too
zing.
far. Too far. Show me your genitalia. Show me your genitalia.
they told me,
Your
Joe,
genitalia.
Joe and what's his name were telling me I should get a Snapchat.
Oh yeah,
For
you would
you?
love that.
Or for the
Oh.
podcast.
Yeah, for the
both.
podcast.
I-
it'd be
I
great.
heard-
You should get one personally,
You think
yes.
so?
Because the way your stories are on Instagram, it'd be much better received
Oh
on
my
Snapchat.
god, it'd be great.
You
And
could,
you could do it with little filters on your face.
well, I ain't going there, but
That'd
you
be
could.
funny as fuck.
But you could.
But people on Twitter said we need to get a snap. I don't know how to. I wouldn't know how to do a Snapchat for this. For one thing,
We
I
couldn't
don't
do
have a
it while
phone.
we're doing this. We could only do it before and after.
No. You should just Snapchat your random self.
I should.
When you're like, you got that thought in your head, you should be like, fucking
Oh,
Snapchat,
oh.
boom.
Instead of going on Facebook, you should talk that shit like snippets. Hell yeah, they would love that shit
Really?
on Snapchat.
You can,
oh,
you
fuck
can save
yeah.
it on your phone and then later on edit it into like a highlight thing.
Oh
And then
fuck
we
yeah.
can throw
You
it up.
guys,
Hey,
you
what's
guys
You
going
can
on,
send it
bro?
to me.
You guys look out
I can
for
throw it up on
Snapchat later.
YouTube,
Oh,
and I can do all that shit with
That
it.
would you would flourish on Snapchat with
Bro,
that.
we need to
because
figure
you
out how to
really
do
not.
Do it
Snapchat.
while you're shopping.
We gotta
Do
do
it while you're fucking. It's
Ooh.
just You'll be like 24/7 pool.
Especially cooking. You like cooking and shit. That's perfect, bro. Snapchat is right up your fucking alley.
No, I need to get a stand too, fool.
He's gonna get it and just follow these girls and just be looking at puss.
I want.
Like, yeah,
I'm
not paying premium for you.
I
was told that was what it's good for too. He's like, bro, they'll send that shit right to you, bro. I'm like, I don't really care, but yeah, I want people to look at me.
But see, they do it more on there.
I'm kind of vain. Look at me, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm really kind of vain.
But yeah,
but they
like
do.
A lot of vain.
It would be good.
Yeah.
After this, we'll get you set up on it.
Hell yeah, that'll be perfect for you.
Hey, Snapchat coming soon, motherfuckers.
Hey.
Hey.
Snapchat coming soon. Finger guns.
Finger bang.
I'm always shooting people at work, man, with my hands.
That's because you're really angry inside. That's why you hate the motherfuckers on the cool.
Honky. Cracker.
Hey,
Cracker.
buddy.
Honky.
Double barrels.
Hey, man, my boss made me so mad the other day, man.
What'd he do?
He just be so fucking drunk, dog. Like, he's drunk. He's drunk. Like,
Bill, he's an alcoholic.
100% of the time, he's
Sounds like a
fucked
problem.
up, bro. So he's always forgetting that he did this and did that. He's always like, you can give him some shit right in his hand. He'll put that shit down on his fucking computer. He'll come and ask you about that shit.
He's like a child.
It's like, yes, bro. It's like dealing with a 60-year-old fucking 8-year-old, bro, all day long. Then he wants to check you on your shit. You make sure. Hey, look, dude, your ass is drunk, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't just get in his ass like you want to get in because he's kind of paying you. So
You gotta have patience.
just gotta have patience with the nigga. I just walked out on the nigga on Friday though. I was like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
I finished all my work. I'm done with your ass.
Bye.
I just walked the fuck out. That nigga had me mad. I was like, let me go get to this weed.
Did you train this week? I know you did.
trained
No gi.
twice.
Yeah.
I did Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
I wanted to go Tuesday and Friday.
Open mat
but
looked fire. Did
I
you?
had to pick up what's the name?
Yeah, for the
Open mat was
flight.
fun.
Yeah, open mat.
No. I had to pick up.
Saggy was there again.
somebody else.
Dylan
Yeah,
came
Saggy's
through.
back.
Saggy's back in action, bro. His
Yeah.
fingers are working.
Yeah.
He's good.
Motherfucker, man, I like his game, man.
I do too. I just can't figure that shit the fuck out.
He
It
just-
gets
he's
me.
really
it gets me.
good.
It gets me so fast, and then he's like, "Hey, yeah, you just got it." I'm like, "Man, no, bro.
Like,
I was trying that shit."
He's really fucking strong.
And
Like he doesn't
Yeah.
look
He's
like he's
deceivingly
gonna be
strong.
like that.
No.
And then when you get his arms are like incredibly long too.
He is a long
So-
dude, yeah.
And he stays curled up though, so you don't know how long he
Yeah,
is.
and you're sitting there
Yeah.
trying to pass, and all of a sudden you're like,
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
you-
yeah.
You're like,
ouch,
bro.
yeah, tap.
Yeah.
bro.
How did my arms get in this
How the
fucked up
fuck did
position?
you get my arm, bro? How did you get my fucking arm like that?
Yeah.
It's like, and it
Yeah,
happened so fast and so.
He only got me once, but it was
Smooth.
that stupid FTO bar.
Yeah.
And
And I
he
think my
grabbed
arm
it
is
like-
going to break.
I was in guard, and I was going for the lapel to start feeding it up to my hand,
Mhm.
and he just pinned my hand to the ground and put his hand
Yeah.
and did that way. I go, you dick.
Yeah.
I mean, that's worse than a fucking wrist. Like, go ahead, just wrist lock me. Just do
Yeah,
wrist lock.
that
I'll tap
FTO
you.
That's
is
like,
a
yeah, bro,
bitch,
because
man.
it gets you into some of the
It's so
oddest
stupid.
places, and you feel so safe, and all of a sudden you're tapping, and you're like, "Come on with the shit, bro."
Yeah.
It'll piss you off, but it's a good game.
It's
It's
a
a
great game. It
beautiful
pisses,
game.
it pisses
Yeah.
you the fuck off, but it's such a
Because you can
beautiful
tell
game.
he uses very little energy to
Very.
do that shit.
Yeah,
It's just
he has
very
to, or he's
si-
huffing and puffing.
Yeah, very situational or functional.
I like his game. Yeah,
I
and
like
he's very strong and he's long, and he's a big old dude. You don't because he like you said, he stays curled up. You don't expect him to to be that strong and that
yeah,
big.
to
You're
move
like, what the
like that.
fuck?
half guard's crazy.
Oh, his half
underhook's
guard
crazy.
is nuts. And I try to use his game against him, and he just FTOs bars me every step of the way.
Yeah, it's almost like you just got to fight him like this.
Yep.
God,
Gotta start
man.
wrestling with that nigga with your arms folded in.
All right.
He might knee bar you or
Yeah,
something. Fucking like crazy. Like he can do all of that shit.
Yeah, 'cause-
man.
'cause-
I'm cool with that shit. Like, go for my
Yeah,
knees.
do some more
Go
shit.
for that.
Do
Yeah.
some of that shit.
I got some tricks for him.
And Dylan's a purple belt. He's got a stripe or two on there.
No, he's
Just
purple.
purple.
Well, he may have a stripe or two.
'Cause I don't
On
know how
his-
much he's been training
on his
lately.
purple belt. The one he wore there, he didn't have anything.
Yeah.
He,
How
he
how's it
felt
looking?
to me I think he's just getting back into it again
Yeah.
because he's been working a lot. And
Yeah.
he said he had a hip injury, so he's been out for
Yeah,
like 3 or
I
4
had-
weeks.
I hadn't seen him on
And,
Instagram posting any of
Yep,
that
at
stuff.
all.
And what's it called? He felt pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, he's felt like he's gotten stronger, a little bit stronger. I
Yeah,
couldn't
man.
grip his gi. Like his gi was it just felt thin.
Yeah.
And I was trying to grab it, and every time he was breaking my grip, it was like, how does he break my grip? Does he?
He's
Yeah,
strong.
like you ain't that strong, Dylan.
I'm like, like, well, no, he looks like he put on a little bit of size.
Yeah, he does. I saw
I
him
mean,
at the,
he
I saw
walked
him at
in
the
there.
mall,
He
and
walked in there
he's
like,
kind of big, dog.
wow.
Yeah.
Dylan kinda big.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we saw him at the Fight to Win.
Yeah.
He
was
put
down
on
with
some
his girl.
size, but no, man, he's good. He's good. He's legit.
Was Elle gone? I know she was there,
Nah,
but
she
is she
was there.
gone?
She's there. That was her last
Her
one.
last
That was her last
role.
day.
Yeah. Yeah,
My little tree frog is
I
gone.
know. Little spider monkey.
My
She's
belt-
gone.
El gato.
My belt buddy
Yeah.
on the bigger and better things up there in Virginia.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, there was a bunch of people there though, and y'all taking picture on the other side of the Matt Victor.
We got a lot of ladies that are gonna come up pretty soon though.
Oh yeah,
Like some orange and yellow belts, man. They're gonna
Yeah.
they're gonna jump up pretty soon in that men's class, and everybody's gonna be like, "What the fuck? She choking me out?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fuck?"
It was.
What the fuck?
It was like Haley was there at Open.
Yeah.
Man. She's been
Mhm.
coming more.
yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. Yeah, I saw
Advanced
him.
classes and doing shit like
Yeah,
that.
she was in the Nogi class.
Did
wasn't
Derek
she?
do any
Yeah,
of the
she's
adult
doing Nogi
classes
now.
this week?
Who?
Derek.
Yeah,
Little
did he?
Derek?
No, because there's more.
Hey,
you know,
what-
yeah, the
what was that thing
intro
at the
class.
school? What was that thing at the school? You didn't go to it though, but
No, because I was running our
Oh.
school.
What thing?
it was. So, I saw.
I don't,
I saw
get
the-
to participate in
saw-
fun
I
shit
s-
like that
I
because
saw some shit at a like an
I have
elementary
to run.
school.
Somebody has to run to it.
I saw something at an elementary school. Dylan, I mean not Dylan.
Derek.
Derek was there. Professor was there.
Yeah,
they did
so
some kind
it was
of
fitness
exercise
night
thing?
at
Yeah.
Jose's or not Jose's at Fernando's,
Oh,
Oh,
school
yeah,
he teaches
yeah.
Fernando, yeah, Fernando was
and
there.
so they put on like a little demo. So
Demonstration, yeah.
basically, what they did was like sweet pass recover stuff,
That's dope.
and
I thought
you
they
know,
were rolling. I didn't know. I thought.
Well,
I
I
thought,
mean,
man,
yeah,
they're rolling in
ki-
front of kids.
it kind of turns into that, you
Right.
know. You know, if you're doing, you could do, and y'all know this, you could do sweet pass recover like at 50-60%.
Yeah,
Right,
you
right,
go
right.
pretty
And
well.
Yeah,
it looks like you're rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you may
That's
be
how-
successful
That's how
at
Vinny
it,
likes
but
to do
Especially
it.
somebody that
Yeah.
doesn't know what they're really looking
That's how
at.
Vinny
They're like,
likes
oh,
to
those
do
guys
it.
are going after
Come
it.
on.
Yeah,
Speed
yeah,
up.
like
Speed up.
for
It's
real,
like,
you can
okay,
tell
chill.
you could tell anybody anything about jujitsu. If somebody doesn't know anything about it, you can tell them, oh, well, you do this here and you do that there and you do this. You can tell them the wrong stuff. You know,
Yeah.
Bro,
completely the wrong.
Pan Am's
information.
is crazy. Just to throw that in there about jiu-jitsu. Hey,
Yeah.
Pan Am's is going nuts. I've been seeing some crazy shit. Hey, Leandro Lowe and Keenan, that match
Man.
was nuts.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to watch it again.
Yeah, he got
Hey.
that takedown at the end.
Yeah. Leandro's he's just a dude,
I'm
man.
surprised Keenan
Hey,
didn't. Keenan
Fahad
seemed
is
like
that
he gave
nigga,
up.
bro. Fahad is the nigga, bro.
Fahad is Leandro
He looks
Lowe.
just like Leandro Lowe, bro. Every time I see him, I'm like, damn, that's him.
He like
but
a
a little
little-
swoller.
Yeah, he looks like a little Leandro.
But yeah, he's
Them niggas was flying from right there from Pans after competing, going to Abu Dhabi or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they was going to. I don't know if
who
it.
Keenan and
Nah, it was somebody. There was a few of them that were flying
Keenan
out.
beat Spriggs again.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Man, Springs.
He beat-
Keenan.
Keenan beat Spriggs in
Yeah.
like the semifinals.
Oh
no,
yeah.
no, the quarterfinals. He beat him in the quarterfinals, and then he got beat in the semifinals.
I think
by Leandro.
Springs has beaten Keenan before though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But
Probably
but,
in
but, but
Nogi.
yeah, but,
Yeah.
for the most part, Keenan beats him.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
he was his understudy.
They're just
at the
different
end.
levels.
Keenan is underrated in
Yeah.
his like top game. And
You know
his,
what I've seen.
and also his like his wrestling is
I've
Yeah,
great.
seen-
he's
seen-
very good.
he could
just
take
can't
it
beat
down.
Leandro.
Because he
He
was
just can't
out.
beat him.
He
Yeah.
was out for a while, and I feel like I've seen that more. Is that when people have an injury and then they're out for a while and they come back so fucking good, bro. It happened with Lovato. It happened with a bunch of people where they just were injured for a while, had to be out. and
Was
then
he
when they
injured for
come
a
They're-
while? I thought
Yeah, he was
yeah.
out. Yeah,
he
Keenan
was
out for a while.
with something. I forgot
It
what
was like the end of
tour,
last
but,
year.
uh,
Mhm.
Yeah, well, because you're just like you take a week off, you take 2 weeks off, and you
Mhm.
come back mentally like
Yeah, a little bit
focused,
more
like
fluid.
and two, you can kind of think of things a little bit, break it down, but not actually have to go through the motions of doing
Yeah.
it if you're hurt, because it's
mental.
not
that mental
feeling
rolling
good,
is really
and
important.
then well, two, when you're not feeling good and you're injured and you're trying to roll and you're trying to do a drill and you just can't do it right, that affects you in your head. You know,
Yeah.
And you're like fuck, and you're kind of negative about it. But
And-
when you sit
yeah.
back,
Movement's
you
probably
can-
bad.
you can
and
get all
shit.
those
Man,
reps
my,
in, and then
when my
boom.
ankle was fucked up, right? That's how I felt. I felt like, man, this shit's stupid.
Jiu-jitsu, dumb and all.
This shit dumb in a bitch, man. What the fuck am I doing?
It's like every time
But-
I've hurt myself, like, yep, I know I just hurt myself. Like, you know it immediately.
Yup.
Like, yeah, I really probably fucked up something right there.
That really hurts.
Probably been through. I think I
That
had a
really hurts.
groin, my shoulder, and then there was one more. I can't remember what it was. But they were all I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do nothing with that. That sucks.
Oh, your knee.
And if I know, oh fuck yeah, my knee. That shit was terrible. I thought I was really fucked up with my knee.
Yeah,
I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital. I thought I had tore that fucker, man. That shit.
It is.
I
it's-
never felt
it's
like
that
that in
scary.
jiu-jitsu.
It's
Yeah.
that scary.
I
'Cause
never
my
felt
knees
that
were
way.
like that, but I did have to go
Because
get 2
all
surgeries.
the sports we've done our whole life, and like you think you were an adult when you tore your ACL and MCL.
Yeah.
So like you think like it's not common to us. Like I ain't like a sprained ankle. Well, of course we're not. That's not an issue to us.
But that
like
ACL?
some actual shit.
Mhm.
Man,
That's
I was like,
that's
what
some
the fuck?
scary
It is,
shit.
man. It is fucking
And
terrifying
painful.
being hurt.
And painful.
Yeah, painful. It's
Real.
just scary because you're like, damn, am I gonna move the same ever again? Because I don't know what
Right,
this is
right,
like. I'm
right,
30
right.
something trying to recover
Oh,
from
you
the injury.
you will if you got.
If
no.
you, yeah, but
Hey
you
man,
might not.
hey,
It's
2
scary.
2 knee surgeries. You'll be fine.
You'll be
Fuck.
fine. I've had.
How old
I've
were
had
you when
two
you
too,
had
yeah.
yours?
I was 27 and
Yeah.
30.
I think I was 27 when I had mine.
Yeah, that sounds right.
27, 28. No. Yeah, 27, 28, 29, one of those. Because
Yeah.
it's been about 4 years, 4.5 years ago. And I'm 33.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 29. And that shit was the worst. And Narada,
does suck.
Narada was in there, and the first physical therapy I had to go in,
Mm-hmm.
and they had to break up. She had to bend my knee. I was laying flat on my
Mhm.
face, nigga. And it was 3 old ladies in there,
So
and it was a
much
man.
pressure.
I'm talking about. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. She was like, "You need something to bite down on?" I was like, "It don't matter. I'm gonna scream anyway." And he's like, "Bro, I'm gonna go sit in the car." I'm gonna go see. He's like, "Bro, I couldn't hear you with blood curdling screaming in there, bro." I was like, "This shit hurt."
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst
Here's
enemy.
Bull.
That shit was the worst pain, bro. Cause you can
Yeah.
just feel it, bro. It's just
It's so tight.
oh my.
and you feel like it's gonna tear
God.
again.
Oh, it feels like
Slowly
it's tearing.
tear.
It is tearing because you're tearing scar tissue.
Oh yeah, the scar tissue. Yeah.
Because you got to break all that shit up, or you'll forever
she's
walk
saying,
like
she's
that.
saying mind over matter. Mind over matter.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
also,
okay.
if I had
Okay.
professional,
Okay.
if
Hey,
I
hey,
had
tear your ACL.
professional, if I had a professional rehab program or something, yeah. But
I did.
I just worked though. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, if I had fucked up some shit, then this is before I was working. So you're talking about no health insurance, no nothing. I rehabbed all
did
that
mine-
shit myself.
I did mine on.
Yourself.
Mine on. What's it called? No insurance. It's,
Yeah.
Did you?
It's about $5,000 each knee. So these knees are $10,000.
Got some
And-
$10,000 knees, baby.
And I did rehab myself, but that was just because I was like, as soon as I got my knee was, I got the surgery. I started kind of just like, okay, well, I just need to start doing physical therapy because I cannot afford it myself.
Right.
It's easy as shit. It's just making yourself
It's
do
just
it.
doing it.
I've already dedicated from martial arts, so I was like,
Yeah, ain't
I
no
gotta
go
get back
work.
on the mat.
Very painful.
This is not an option to be
Right.
like, oh, I'm done. I'm gonna go work at Best Buy.
Yeah, it's your life. Like you
Yeah,
gotta do
it's
it,
like-
yeah.
You gonna get through it.
You are
You
a
gonna
prof-
get- you
you
gonna
are a
get through it.
professional
You
jujitsu
gonna
practitioner.
scream at the top of your lungs all the way through that shit.
Yeah, that's fucking terrifying. But yeah, I miss the Mets. I
She
had
was like, he had 2 surgeries in 2 weeks, ladies. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe you should stop. That's what some of them ladies. Maybe you should stop giving them a break.
that, ma'am. You have it correct. I think I should stop. I think this shit should end immediately. I don't want to do it.
She was like, I can't. And the lady,
yeah,
she was like,
pushing
I
you
can't.
through.
She's like, I can't, or he'll walk with a limp the rest of his life. And I was like, I don't want to walk with a limp. I don't want to
No.
walk with
It's
a
like, man, I
limp.
can make a. You start thinking, like,
Oh,
man, I
wait,
can
wait,
make
wait.
a limp look cool, man. I can make that shit look cool.
I could have a cane.
Shit, I'm already short, y'all. I can't be limp walking too, man. I can't do that.
You had a throat ass cane though. That shit was
Yeah, man.
dope. Get one of them Jurassic Park canes with that amber on there.
Ooh, that was the dopest cane I've ever seen, bro.
You can have different canes to go with different outfits.
That was a nice hat. It was white, the ivory, man,
Had
with
that
the
motherfucking
amber.
amber
top.
on there,
That was a
man.
dope. Hey, that's an underrated movie too. I gotta watch that shit in Ultra HD 4K.
Me and my son watched it for the first
I
time.
watched Ghostbusters in that shit. Oh my god, that's an amazing
Which
movie,
one?
bro. The first one.
Yeah,
Oh man, that was.
I love
That's a
Ghostbusters.
great- that's a
That's what
great
I've been
movie.
watching that shit.
See,
It's
she
on
says,
Netflix.
she says the cane could be dope. Yep, I agree.
Hey,
be dope.
that Ghostbusters, that's dope. And like, you go watch it now in Ultra 4K. Man, that shit is amazing. It's like a new movie, dog. And Bill Murray is the funniest thing in the world.
Bill Murray,
Yeah, he really is.
funny.
He's the funniest
Like
thing
I
in the
want
I
to
love his
hang
shit.
with Bill Murray in real life.
Yeah,
for
for real.
real, bro. It seems like he's that guy, bro.
Man, that's why I told you how he walks up on people and takes their food. Like he'll eat their
Mhm.
food and say nobody will believe
Nobody
you.
ever believe you.
And that shit is funny to me, because I heard somebody tell that story, and they were like another like they ended. It happened when they were younger, and they ended up being famous. And they
Right.
were like, it happened to me. He took one of my fries and said no one would ever believe you. And I told him about it, and he was like, it wasn't me. He told him when he was an adult, he was like famous now, and he was
Yeah.
like, yeah, you took one of my fries and said no one would ever believe you. And he was like, it wasn't me.
wasn't
He
me.
acted like it never fucking happened.
What, man?
I like Bill Murray, man. He don't
That
take
dude's
none of
funny.
this
And
shit
then walked
serious.
off and said, "See, told you never. No one would
No
believe
one would believe him.
You're not supposed to tell people, dude.
Like him and Jim Carrey
Jim Carrey's awesome.
ride with
Yeah.
both of them motherfuckers, man.
I got to when I used to work at PM Nightlife.
Mm.
I was like security of his table.
Oh,
Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Did you
fun.
tell some jokes?
Mr. Carey, you're
no,
okay?
definitely couldn't hear in there. It's more like, it's like, oh yeah.
Hey Jim, big fan,
Yeah.
Jim.
And that
No,
sound
there's
was
no
just Jim
talking.
Carrey on the microphone
Yeah.
for an hour, coked up. Everybody's in there like, man, he's such a good artist, man. That dude there,
Yeah, right.
he is a fucking legend, bro.
That guy's great, man.
That dude there, I love his movies. What's Jim
Yeah.
Carrey's best movie, I think?
Mask,
Yeah. Or that one, the Andy one.
the Andy one.
Y'all, did y'all
Yeah,
watch that
Andy
documentary? Did
Kaufman.
we
I
talk
haven't
about
seen it.
that?
Yeah.
I think
Dude.
we talked about that.
That was a great one.
Still
But
haven't
like,
seen it. But it's a documentary though. One. No, it
Oh,
was a
what's
movie.
that one where he was
Truman?
Truman Show.
either Truman Show or the one where he the Spotless Mind one? The endless,
Hey.
that one was
The,
You know-
the,
you know
the
a
really
movie
serious
that's
one.
underrated
Yeah.
that I
Mask.
really liked.
Who?
Indian in the Cupboard.
Yes.
He was in
I
that?
got it. I got an Indian.
Him?
Hayden has one of the Indians from the Indian
For
cover.
real? That's
yeah.
a dope ass movie.
It-
I
he
love
was
that
in
movie.
that movie?
No.
Who
No.
was that?
It's
I
just
just kind of
Pools. randomness.
Let's go on a tangent.
I'm sorry, bro. Sorry. That's
Dun,
it
dun,
just popped in my head like
dun,
Tangent
dun,
Trip.
dun,
Coolest
dun,
movie,
dun,
man.
dun,
Remember that
dun.
Yeah.
That's a dope movie.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was a kid when I
I was
watched
a kid
that.
when I saw it too. I saw that one in the movie theater.
There's some
though.
movies
I
that were
forgot
for
who I
kids
went.
that should never been for, like Jurassic Park. When I was watching, I was like, this is pretty tough for a kid to watch. Like
Oh,
my
that-
son
that was
was
rated R,
Not
wasn't it?
really.
no, my
It wasn't a
kid was
kid's movie,
fuck.
wasn't it?
Well, my kid's 6, and he was like, oh,
Dude, Hayden was watching like Ghostbusters
Oh.
at like
Yeah,
3
Ghostbusters was cool.
Yeah.
and
Was
watching
that a
all
kid's
that
movie?
shit.
Was Ghostbusters a kids movie?
yeah, they're supposed to be all
PG-13.
kids movies. Yeah, PG-13. That's the
Yeah.
difference, though. That 13 really matters, though.
Yeah.
That shit really matters.
That really matters.
'Cause
bro.
I'm
we
still-
kind of just think
Yeah,
it's 13, it's
but
13.
like-
Well, it's some of the content in it. It's like, oh,
Some of it's
It's
sexually
like-
suggestive.
but it's like they don't get it. Sometimes they just
Yeah.
don't get it. They'll just
they're
look
being
right
exposed
by
to
it.
it,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Some
they're
of them-
exposed to it
some of
every
them get
day,
that
so.
shit though.
Maybe.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
I try
Well,
not to.
Hayden laughed at something the other day that was kind of like,
And you were like, oh, you got that.
yeah. So I was like,
Interesting.
touche.
oh.
You are
pick-
my son.
You picked up.
You
on
would
that,
laugh at that.
Yeah.
You picked up on that, huh?
But Hayden's what?
He's 10.
10.
Yeah, so
10.
he's gonna pick up on some shit.
Oh
now.
yeah, no, he's starting to get that age to where when he hears like there's a song that said you could just go climb a dick. He laughs so hard
Yeah.
all the time, and I forget it's in the song.
Yeah.
And it's like music stops and it says that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Shit.
damn it, I forgot
Yeah, I
it was in the
forgot.
song.
I overlooked that.
Yes.
I was just jamming. Maybe you should go climb a dick.
Yeah, my
Whoa.
kid's still in,
Yeah,
a,
right.
in a
Whoa.
bubble.
Shit.
There's a book. There's this book that he likes right now. It's his favorite book. It's actually made the guy that was in The Office, Ryan, the temp.
Yeah.
He's the one that wrote the book. The book's called like The Book with No Words.
What?
Oh no, The Book with No Pictures. So he reads
It's all
it,
pictures.
and the first point, yeah, the book with no pictures, and it's full of pictures. No, I'm just bullshitting.
It's like little text of pictures or something. Yeah.
But no, the
Something
first
else.
page is like, you would think that a book like with no pictures would be boring, but actually you have to think about it like this. The reader has to say all the words that are in the book. So like he's still at the point. This is his favorite book right now, and he says you have to say the word like blurb.
It's a child's book?
Yeah, it's a kid's book. And you have to say blurb like that. And he loves that shit. Blurb, poo poo booty. It's like these weird words that you just have to say. And he gets to say them because he's reading the book. So it's so exciting to him. And he fucking loves that shit.
I'm finna say that dumb shit real loud. Poo poo booty.
Yeah, that's what he does. He
Sit your
turns
ass
the
up.
page and he's like, poo poo booty. And I'm just like, all right, man, keep going, motherfucker.
right.
You could have just read right over.
Yeah, so Jurassic Park, when he sees a dinosaur bite a person in half, it's kind of like, oh shit, a dinosaur is
my
biting
kid-
someone in half right now.
And my kid was
Ain't
like,
seen nothing like
yes. My kid is also a little demented as well.
that. Go T-Rex.
Yeah. Team Dinosaur.
But 6
winning.
and 10 is a little different.
It is. There's a big difference
You
there.
know, because he's just the route.
No, like-
especially
No,
my
what-
six.
My kid was seeing that stuff
From
like
but his whole life.
Beetlejuice
Oh,
at age
fuck
4.
yeah.
That's a dope movie.
My kid
Age
will watch
4, he was
Beetlejuice
like-
until he decides he wants to
Michael
watch
Keaton was a
Beetlejuice.
great
Yeah.
actor back then.
He was pretty good.
So I mean, he was like
Still
already
the be-
into that stuff.
Still the
He was-
best Batman.
My kid was really dark. He's not
Ooh.
scared of things.
Christian Bale was a good Batman to me, man.
Great Batman. Christian Bale
He was pretty good Batman, and those were great fucking movies.
Christian
And,
Bale
and,
was
and
a
is
great
that it?
Batman.
Is it that those movies were really good movies and he was an okay Batman, or is it he was a great Batman and those were really great fucking movies?
Like writing wise.
Yeah, those are really good movies.
I think
really
Christian,
good
I think
villains.
Christian Bale did a great job.
Yeah.
in those movies.
Michael
just like
Keaton is
Michael
the best
Keaton
Did a
Batman.
really
did a
great
great
job.
job in those movies, bro. He made Batman, bro.
But
Yeah.
He
it
made
was
him.
two different styles. So the Michael Keaton version is
You think so?
Was very
is-
commercial,
Well, no, it's comic book.
right? It
It's
was
comic
more,
book
yeah.
style.
It seemed,
And then like so take the 90s like animation
pow.
of the
Bang!
is more of the Dark Knight oriented because you got it's a little bit darker. That WWB or that WB version of
Right.
Batman was a little bit darker.
Mm.
And
right,
that's
right,
kind of
right.
like they're taking stems off of that.
Mm.
And then as if you have the happy kind of comic book bright Batman of Michael Keaton's era,
Yeah.
right? You know,
Because
those
Michael
trilogies.
Keaton, that was
Well,
when
they started to get kind of darker, and that was when they had the Penguin, because that was a kind of a dark movie with the
It-
Penguin.
It
Yeah.
was,
Well, he was-
but
well,
it's
he was
still
dark as
it
that.
was
He was a
still
dark villain, though.
kid.
Yeah,
It was
right,
still
right,
kiddie.
right,
It's like
right.
it was still if you're
let's sell
if
some
you're
merch.
still 6 years old, you're probably scared, but it's just like oh that's a really
Right.
bad guy. They
Yeah.
really portrayed
Danny
it.
DeVito.
That's
and
perfect,
Christian
yeah.
Bale was a fool. I like that shit. I like those. I guess, and I like those villains more. Those, like, you know.
Well, they're more realistic.
Yeah.
yeah.
Instead of being so cartoony, like look at
Like a guy- like
the
a-
penguin.
he
He,
was in the
had
sewer.
penguin hands and
I
like,
wonder if they're.
he
I wonder if
looked like
those
a
are gonna-
penguin. He
I
was
wonder if
fat
those-
like a penguin.
These new Batmans are gonna stand the test of time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Think
Hell
so.
yeah.
I don't know. They may get lost within the Transformer style movies.
You think so? I don't think the Christian Bale ones will get lost, but I think those other ones get lost. Like
Those
you don't-
Transformer
you
style
remember,
movies,
Did you,
I
did you
overlook all
know or did you remember George Clooney was Batman?
Yeah, I did.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
George Clooney was a whack fucking Batman.
Even Ben.
Hey,
Ben. What's old boy?
But
that-
I mean,
that
they were
was
they
just
were
one?
kind, they were good B
Batman,
movies,
Superman,
but-
Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck too.
Oh.
They just jumped the shark with Batman.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was.
It was Mr.
Oh,
Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. Like,
Jim
get the
Carrey was
fuck-
in one of those movies.
Yeah, he was the Riddler.
same
He was the
one,
Riddler.
yeah.
Yeah.
They need
Riddler.
now. They need to bring him back in
Dude,
one of them
he
new
would
ones.
be really good. Like, oh my god, he would be really good.
Bring him back as the
because
new.
he'd be very.
we-
He could be very.
He could be
demented.
dark now.
Yeah,
We-
super
we are-
dark
Were y'all James
Ooh,
Bond's
yeah.
fans?
for sure.
I like James Bond.
Man, I'm talking about even from back in the day.
I like Mission Impossibles more than James Bond movies.
Sean Connery day.
Sean Connery was
Yeah.
that nigga, bro.
I like that.
He was, but I really like old boy in those movies, man. The new ones. He's dope. He's a dope James
Oh,
Bond.
I forgot his name.
Because I hated
the
Pierce
007.
Brosnan.
Yeah,
I
what's his
hated
name?
Pierce Brosnan as 007.
That's
hated
who I
his
like.
movies. I didn't like him. I like Sean Connery, and then Pierce Brosnan kind of carried the torch.
What was
a
the
little bit,
other movie
and
that
then you got-
Pierce
and then you got-
Brosnan was in with Catherine Zeta-Jones? And he was like, he had robbed that place and sent himself the artwork, and she was
No,
trying to.
that was Sean Connery in that movie too.
Sean Connery was
that
there?
was- that was-
oh, that was.
that
Yep,
was
Sean
Sean Connery in
Connery.
that movie,
Sean
too.
Connery was training her.
Yeah, he was training her.
Yeah.
That was like his daughter or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
they were
Jack
they were-
Nicholson was pretty creepy
But
too.
what was that
during
guy's
those-
name though, man?
During those original ones.
The new James Bond. I like him. I hope and I hope they keep making because the last James Bond was dope to me.
He's the dude that was what?
What? What happened?
I don't know. He got something to say.
Pools the gremlin.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. It's Parada. Yeah, he said it. Yeah, he said it. He said it. Go on,
Parada, you
Parada.
gay, bro.
Parada, good to have you back, brother. Good to have you
I'll be
back.
talking to that nigga all during the week. I just wake up, man. I just got to talk some shit to him.
Now, you know what, man? Fuck you for
Fuck
having the
that nigga
same
for
name I have.
Hey, yeah. And being tall, faggot.
Can't help it. But
But,
yeah, that was some.
he just can't help
honestly,
it.
though, I never really, but I never. Like
I
I've
like
seen
Mission
them.
Impossible, though.
I seen those Batmans, but I never really cared. But
Which
the
one?
new, like the older ones. But then I watched those new ones. I was
Man,
like,
watch the
these
first
are
Batman,
really
bro.
good. No, I've seen it,
Oh.
but I said they just kind of were like, they were dated at that time.
They're
But
gonna
now-
be. They will be fun to watch. Those
Yeah.
Batmans would be fun
Yeah,
to watch with Braylon when he gets
Yeah.
older.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
you
even
right.
right now, watch that Batman 1 with him, bro.
Yeah.
When they're at the Christmas and the
I
bats
think he's
come out
all
the
the
tree.
way. Yeah, I
That
think
shit's
he's
dope.
all the way locked in. Like Catwoman, that Catwoman one was good
Ooh, yeah.
with Halle Berry.
With Halle. But no, one
No,
Michelle
man,
Even
Pfeiffer.
the one with Michelle
Pfeiffer
was
Michelle
original.
Pfeiffer was-
Yeah.
and she was crazy in that
Because
movie
she
too.
sold her own shit, right?
She died.
She
that
looks
hoe.
really crazy.
9
Yeah.
times, nigga. She died.
Yeah.
And kept coming back to life.
And in one of them other Batmans, he had fucked around with like the newer ones. He had Catwoman there, right? They were.
It was.
That was the Christian Bale one.
Really?
No, it was a. Man, who was it? He played Jim Morrison in the Doors movie. Can't think of his fucking name.
Yeah,
He used to be in a lot of movies in the 90s and stuff.
It was a Catwoman. Another
There was a
Catwoman.
Catwoman.
Yeah.
Besides,
Yeah, it's with
it was Halle and it was
Michelle.
Michelle.
And there's been another one.
there's
There's been
another
another.
Catwoman.
Yeah, yeah. It was briefly because
Hmm.
yeah, I think it was the Bane one where she
it was the
helped
Bane one.
because she was gonna leave and then she ended up coming back.
Oh, okay, yeah. And you're talking
Oh.
about the newer one too.
Yeah,
Okay.
the new
okay.
one.
Okay.
And I can't remember her name though.
Yeah.
But I can pick. I can see
think
her in
Bane
my head.
dies?
And then he left.
Or do you think he's gonna come back?
Then they both.
They gonna have another
That's who he
Bane?
ended up
I
with.
hope they have another Bane.
Bane was good. Bane was a good.
That's a good villain, man. I like that villain.
And had Heath Ledger not died,
Oh man.
Oh, there
Man.
would be
you have to keep going.
Oh man,
the
that shit
Suicide
hurt me, bro.
Squad there would be a different Suicide Squad
Hell yeah.
with
Yeah.
him in it. It
Man,
would be
that was
way
dope,
darker.
bro.
It would be it wouldn't be
Fuck
this
yeah.
cookie cutter
He was
uh,
the best
like,
Joker ever, bro. I gotta
plug
take
and
it
play
from Jack.
style
He was good.
I
comic
gotta
book
take it
movie.
from Jack on that one, bro. He was the best Joker.
That nigga
ever.
was cold in a
nigga-
bitch.
that
Man.
nigga had them stories
Yeah.
about why he had that permanent smile. Hey, that nigga was crazy, bro. I would never want to fuck with that guy.
Motherfucker
nigga's
had some.
crazy.
That nigga had some quotes in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
too, man.
fool. He rivals Bane as the best Batman villain for me.
That shit where he was clicking that motherfucker.
God damn it.
But the fact that it wasn't scripted like that.
Oh, it wasn't.
The story is the shit didn't go off when it was supposed to, and they kept rolling. Boom. And that's when it went off. And
That
it
shit's
was
dope.
off. All of that shit was
That's
just
cool,
off the
bro.
cuff. Yeah.
That shit is cool.
Just like old Django when Leonardo DiCaprio
Oh,
broke that
and
fucking
got
glass
hand
and
bleed.
cut his hand up and shit. That's what Jamie Foxx said. He looked at him like, man, you bleed, man. You all right, man? We need to cut. He just kept on going. But those are great fucking actors,
That's that
man.
acting, bro.
Yeah,
I like
those
it.
are great fucking actors.
That's why we like those movies.
Yeah, and you can just feel it. You can feel that shit. And I hate that nobody really liked that other Leonardo DiCaprio movie that I like so much. That movie was so fucking
What
dope.
movie?
The last one he did with the
The Bear.
yes,
That's a dope ass movie.
that
bro.
movie might be one of my
I
top 5
I don't
favorite
know about that.
Leonardo DiCaprio
Well, I
movies.
mean, it'll make the top 5 just because that scene was just so terrific.
All
But,
of it, the fucking endings,
Yeah, and
all like
how he treated his son.
it
just
all
how-
was
I
so
liked it.
fucking real
I
to
liked
me.
it. I
It was,
liked it.
and he was really out there in the fucking snow and all that shit.
Yeah, he was.
filming.
Yeah.
That shit was
The niggas was out
dope,
there,
man.
bro.
That shit was dope. That was a
That
good.
was- that
I
was
can't
a
even remember
very
the
good
name
movie.
of it. That's how good it was.
The Bear movie.
The Bear movie.
Will be our movie.
When
We
I was-
thought he was done, and the bear came back and fucked him up some more, bro.
That bear
Bear
was
fucked
uncalled
him
for all that
up,
shit, bro.
bro.
He wasn't even trying to get after you, Bear. Like he was trying to go on about his business, and he was,
That bear
Bears are
fucked
fucking
him.
shady, dude.
Bears
Bro,
are fucking shady.
Never
man.
in my life have I been as uncomfortable as I
Must
was
have
during
had
that
some
Bane
honey on
time.
him.
Bro. I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw the scene, I turned it off.
It
I
was
like, whoa,
terrible, bro.
shit.
It was terrible.
Bro. 'Cause I saw it on bootleg. I had to pause. I'm
You
like,
fucked him up, man.
bro,
That bear
this nigga
fucked him up.
I was like, because it was so abrupt in the movie, you know, because it was soon.
Woo.
I was
Boy.
like, whoa,
That
the
nigga-
bear.
That nigga spoke Indian and everything, bro. That was a cold ass movie.
That was a
man.
cold fucking movie,
Yeah.
dog.
That
That's
was-
why you need to watch The Last of the Mohicans. You know another good movie that's an old school movie?
What is that?
Dances with Wolves. I liked it. Kevin Costner, great movie.
Yeah.
Never seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, you haven't? You have?
I've seen it.
Don't really agree with
He
it.
never really danced with the
Not
wolves.
really.
But
I
I liked it.
I like Kevin Costner. man.
Yeah, Kevin Costner's good.
Yeah,
Waterworld.
Waterworld's an underrated movie.
Waterworld
Yeah.
is super
That's-
underrated,
that's a
man.
Because that
super
may
dope
happen.
That shit ain't for real. Yeah,
Right.
Because y'all better
Let's
learn
start-
how to swim.
Yeah.
Because you niggas
Oh,
better
y'all
know how to
better
swim.
learn how to
You see
swim.
there was no black people in the movie. Because niggas can't
Because
swim.
niggas wouldn't have made it. I'm like, well, I guess this is it for us.
well, look at that water, bro.
We done robbed
Look
all
at
the
that
food
one.
we can rob and stole all the shit we can steal from y'all on land, but there ain't no more of that. So
I like that
Sinking
part
from
when
all
he
the
jumped down
gold.
and he was like, "Oh, you want dry land, huh? I'll take you dry land."
yeah,
Bitch, that shit's underwater.
that's it. But they ended up finding it at the end, didn't they?
Oh yeah, it did. And he said, "I can't fuck with this."
Yeah, like I'm used to this other shit. I got
I got
gills,
gills,
bitch.
man.
I got
I can
gills.
jump in the water, bro. I'm chilling out there.
Fuck, he end up with as the first nigga with gills. Man.
He probably
That's
wasn't,
crazy.
but it's probably very far and few in between. That's why it should have been a part 2 of that movie.
There definitely should not have been a part 2 to
What?
Waterworld.
Why not, bro?
Nah, it was okay.
So where all the water recedes, it's all land. He dies.
and everybody has, but everybody has gills.
He's-
Everybody has gills, and they're looking for water. I love you. Pour water, more water.
the skin
He has
dries
like he has
out.
to have a bottle of water an hour he dies.
Said more water.
Yeah, but all of it's purified
I mean,
water.
they made a whole bunch of
water,
free
you know.
willies. I mean, shit.
But Free Willy was like a blockbuster smash. It's like a
Waterworld
kid
wasn't?
movie. No, I don't think many.
I don't think it
I don't
was
think
either.
many people went and
Mm.
saw that one. Best Mel Gibson film. Oh, that was Mel
Braveheart.
Gibson. That wasn't Kevin Costner.
Where?
Waterworld. That was
No,
Kevin
that was
Costner.
Kevin
Kevin
Costner.
Costner.
That person's an
But she
idiot.
just saying best. She's asking best Mel Gibson
sorry.
film.
No, Kevin Costner.
The
Oh,
best.
you asking for it?
Yeah, they're asking.
Oh, Braveheart.
yeah.
What else we gonna say?
Man in Iron Mask. That was a good
That's
one.
a good one too.
Man, shit. bro.
Damn, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Come on with the shit,
I'll,
bro.
I'll
Shit.
fuck you up with some Mel Gibson.
The first Lethal
I
Weapon.
deserve a blowjob.
The first hey, he did some jujitsu in the first Lethal Weapon. I don't know if y'all know that. Right at the
yeah,
end,
he
the
did
end
the
scene, he did
armbar, right?
armbar
Or
and a
triangle.
triangle.
Yeah.
triangle that nigga into the armbar.
Dude, like I
Mel
can't
Gibson,
resist. I
Gibson.
cannot resist any of the Lethal Weapons. When
Oh,
I'm scrolling through Netflix
to
or
watch
something,
I
it pops up. I'm like, boom, play.
It don't.
Shit,
it don't.
it
It
just
don't.
happens.
1 through
I'm like,
4.
ugh.
1 through 4. It don't matter.
Or Indiana Jones. It's like,
Indiana
I was just about to
Jones
talk about that. Indiana Jones
and
is
the
my
Temple
shit.
of
dog.
Doom.
That's my
yeah,
shit.
you can't. It's like if I
And
see
the
all of them
Crystal
together,
Skull.
it's like I don't know.
Oh
which
yeah,
one
the
I
Crystal
want.
Skulls was good.
Temple of Doom and Crystal Skull.
I
are
didn't
probably
think the Crystal Skulls was gonna come out to be a good movie because I'm into the first ones,
Mhm.
and it was. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
No, it's my
I like
least favorite, but yeah.
It is my least, but I liked it.
I think
what's the-
Braveheart's
what's
probably
the-
Mel Gibson's favorite,
that's-
best one. I
bro.
think it is.
Bro, the speech.
Man in
when
Iron
the
Mask
first,
is
the
really
first, the
dope,
first time
bro.
they had to go out in the field and they didn't have enough people. He's like, William Wallace is 8 feet tall. He said, that shit
I don't
was-
watch
hey,
Rocky. I
say
never
that-
watched Rocky movies.
What?
I mean, I've seen them, but I don't care
Rocky's-
for Rocky movies
Rocky's,
at all.
Rocky's great. He had
Why not?
I just didn't really get with them. I don't know why.
Some
Oh,
white
man.
guy from the slums making it big on the
Rocky
box.
Marciano.
every-
Rocky
every-
Marciano.
But every movie,
Muhammad Ali
had-
better
he had-
fight than Rocky
he had-
Marciano.
he uplifted like black people in every movie.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
But anyway,
I just really.
uh,
didn't.
I like Rocky. I like the
They all
first
the
Rocky.
same.
The first Rocky was dope. It wasn't all the same. He
Mm.
fought Dolph Lundgren, bro. What you talking about?
Yeah, it's kind of all the
Fought
same.
Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
He fought a person. In every movie, he fought a
Some-
person.
Yeah, so
I didn't see
movie
Creed.
begins
And
so
he
it
trains
follows
for
after.
it.
Was Creed good? I didn't see it.
Creed was good.
I didn't see it.
Creed was good.
I didn't see it because I
Wait,
saw all
didn't
the
he
Rocky-
coach Apollo's
Rocky-
son?
He coached.
Rockies, yeah, Apollo's son.
Yeah, Eric Killmonger. That's who he trained.
Yeah.
didn't he?
Get him,
And
get
funny-
him,
Michael B.
Funny.
Jordan.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
alright. It was just a moneymaker.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
It was okay. It wasn't nothing.
It'd be like
My-
if they came
my
out
favorite,
with
my favorite Michael B.
came
Jordan
out with
movie
no
is,
Rambo. I
is
wouldn't
that
see
one
it.
movie, that first movie I seen him in, where he was where it was 3 kids. I forgot the name of that movie. And
Where
they
he
found,
had
and they found,
power,
like, and they
had
found,
got those powers.
Yeah, they got those powers. They found that little like the asteroid in the woods.
Yeah.
And he was the cool nigga at the school, and his friends were like two lame dudes.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
They ended up
Yeah.
having powers where they could like
never seen this
move
movie?
shit and
Yeah.
fly and all
Are you
this
talking
shit.
with? Are we talking about the same actor?
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Is he?
Oh,
Was he in
okay.
that? Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
in
he was.
that.
He was the lead. He was the lead character in that movie.
Yeah, I can't remember
I
what
forgot.
it was called.
They got powers. Those three, they were three friends, and he was trying to. It was a big party at the end of the year, or something.
Yeah,
like
there was
that.
like a meteor crash or
and
something.
some
and they
meteor,
was fucking with it.
yeah, some meteor landed in the woods, and they just saw it. It was just them three that saw it. So they went down there, looked at it, and they got these powers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool movie.
But
Kind
they-
of sounds like Phenomenon, right? Right. With
What's that?
with
John Travolta.
Yeah, right.
Phenomenon was fucking.
like his
good,
able
too.
to spin forks and bend.
It was
them,
something
and
like
they're
that.
It was like
Yeah.
You're a fucking alien. We're gonna kill
Phenomenon
remember
was
Powder?
good.
you. Yeah.
Powder was dope.
That
too.
was a dope fucking
Phenomenon was better than Powder, but Phenomenon was
movie. I didn't
fucking
see. I haven't
crazy
seen
good.
Phenomenon.
You really haven't?
I really haven't.
Oh, you're
I
about to
gotta
fall in
see-
love.
You would
I'm,
love.
I'm about to go watch that shit.
You
Yeah.
would love that movie.
Cause I'm about to go
man.
cook and shit.
Yeah.
Because you
perfect,
think
yeah.
something and then something else, but it's something.
But then something.
Then something.
It's a
and shit.
good fucking movie, man. That
I was like,
motherfucker-
I'm going right now.
That motherfucker was like, "You learned the whole Portuguese language in 5 minutes." Most of it, or he was like, "Some of it."
That's crazy, bro.
Motherfucker learned
Man, I wish I could do that.
Portuguese.
I
He
wish
just
I could do that shit.
flip it. That shit was crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Phenomenon was good.
It was better than Powder.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was
for
better than
sure.
Powder.
I like Powder. It's a good movie.
Damn, that nigga had all those fucking ideas, man, and he just was like,
Who did?
Phenomenon's really
Oh,
good,
oh,
bro.
oh.
You gotta see it.
Okay.
You gotta see it. It's crazy. Motherfucker knew too much.
Bro,
Yeah.
we've seen a lot of movies, bro.
We've seen. Nah, me and my wife looked it up. Like, there's a list where you can like
Go
put.
through and
Yeah, it's like a BuzzFeed, and you just keep adding to it. Like every time you remember a movie you watch, click, and it'll just tell you how many fucking movies.
Really?
You've seen. Yeah. I can't
Y'all remember The Abyss?
We're
That was one of my favorite movies too.
Yeah, for sure. All of that, like Abyss, Aliens, like we've seen a lot of fucking movies in our lifetime, man. A lot of wasted man hours watching movies.
For sure.
A lot of
We
wasted
could have had
man.
iPhones in the 90s, nigga, if we wouldn't have been watching so many fucking movies, man. Or just us as a fucking human society. We could have gotten some
We
shit
need
done.
entertainment, bro.
We need that shit, or else we'll just all be shooting each other in the face.
It was just one fucking Viking show where it was like a spinoff on like the Vikings and how like entertainment was more important than raping and pillaging and shit. And like it's funny.
It was a Viking movie?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's like a TV show.
Oh.
It's like a show. You gotta watch it. It's funny, man. It's on Netflix. Though.
Sounds like Idiocrity or whatever.
It's like a spoof on the Viking show.
Yeah.
You ever seen the Vikings?
The Viking, yeah. I watched
it's like a spoof on that shit. Like
Mm,
like a scary movie spoof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's funny though. But it's a series of it.
right.
It's pretty funny, man. I liked it. I did.
Netflix.
I'm trying to watch this one series right now. It's called The Outsider. I watched the one show. One episode. And it's about this white guy. He's in prison in like a Chinese jail,
Uh-huh.
and you know he's an outsider.
He's an outsider.
He's an outsider, right? So
He doesn't belong there.
and he don't even speak. It's Japanese. It's a Japanese jail, and he's like the opening scene is like some guys are like doing something behind his door in the shower or shit or the washroom, right? And then he goes in there and the dude's hanging,
Oh.
and so he's like, oh fuck, and he starts screaming for the guard. He's trying to help him, but he's like, and he gets beat for helping the nigga.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And the dude gets beat because he saved the nigga's life. Like the guards beat the niggas. Like, oh, you feel like you did something good because you saved him and shit like that. He's just showing.
And
like
these are Japanese guards?
these are Japanese guards.
For some reason, maybe it's racist, but some reason I don't feel intimidated by Japanese or Asian people whatsoever.
Huh?
You know what I mean? Like I felt
you
like
haven't meant the right ones.
I feel like the
I'm not.
majority of them that
I'm
I
not.
see, I'm like,
Right?
oh, you're trying to threaten me physically with violence.
You go,
You know
bitch,
what I
I'm
mean?
black.
No.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Like, motherfucker, I'm black. Like, I'll
can
beat
see
the
it.
fuck out of you,
I can
man.
see it in your eyes right now because I've seen that many times being talked to by black men.
Like,
Bitch, I'm black. I'm
like,
with
are you
It's
fucking
like,
crazy, Asian person? Unless you have some sort of formal training, but otherwise,
And
if
so
you're
then
just,
if you gotta see him jet Li some shit first.
yeah. And then I'd be like,
Racist ass shit.
listen now. We don't need to. Well, no, I guess it's just.
Yeah.
Which one of y'all kicked me?
Yeah, Chris Tucker.
Hell yeah.
Chris
Which one of y'all kick me? Yeah.
You motherfuckers.
That's how I guess I'm not physically like scared of.
That's cool.
Like, let's say I was in North Korea or something. Of course, guns and all that shit make the difference.
But yeah, you wouldn't like.
But like,
without the guns and shit, you
it's
can
like,
be
hey
walking
man, get away from
My
me,
nigga,
or
chill,
stop
bro.
doing that thing. It's like, man, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you right now.
I'll beat your bitch ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your stick from you and beat the fuck out of
He
you right now.
He probably beat Shaddy.
You Asian person.
He probably beat Shaddy.
You fucking Asian
He
person.
probably beat Shaddy. You ever seen him time?
You
nigga?
chickadee
I bet one of the little kids be out there beat your motherfucker.
No, like I said, unless they got formal training,
right.
like fight training, but a lot of them don't. It ain't. It's like saying every Brazilian knows jujitsu.
That's not
A lot
the
of them
case.
don't really know jujitsu.
Not really the
They
case.
just Brazilian.
It is Brazilian. Yeah, you're right.
They just know how to kick a soccer ball.
Yeah, but nah, it's a whole whole TV series or it's a movie.
What are we
TV
talking about?
series. There's movie.
Oh, just show the outside. Yeah,
He's like, well, what are we talking about?
what
Brazil?
was I on?
What?
The fuck was I even talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, the outsider. It's a pretty good show, man. I've liked it so far. And the thing is, after he did that, you know what I'm saying, the dude was part of some kind of, Yakuza, whatever, whatever shit.
The Yakuza.
So when he got out of prison,
Yeah.
old boy was there to pick his ass up. That he saved. Him and his niggas that came and picked him up in like a Rolls Royce.
Like,
on
we
that,
got you, nigga.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You walk out of prison to like a 1960 Rolls Royce.
Nigga, it's real shit.
And that bitch looks brand new.
Yeah.
It's some other shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
Some shit I don't want to be involved in.
What? You know what
Excuse me?
I'm saying? Where
I
we
mean,
go-
I appreciate the ride home.
And nobody tells you where you're going. You know what I'm saying? That shit just kind of odd, bro.
Uber stepped up the
So,
game.
For
Uber
real.
stepped the fuck up.
What the fuck did I
You know
do
what I'm
to
saying?
deserve
Then you
this?
go
Uber
walk into a
Plus.
meeting of like 12 niggas and the head niggas telling you I appreciate you doing good for him. He says we should take care of you for that. He said, but you got to do something for us. I just want you to go talk to this man. So he goes from prison to go talk to this man, and he already knew what it was. He needs to comply about what's going on, and he's some kind of. It's a white guy. That's why they wanted him to talk to him, because it's a white guy in Japan, like it would like some sort of like textile company or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't want to abide by the rules of what these niggas had going on. So he's like, he had the same feeling as you, because it was around that wartime. It was like 1945 is his set. He's like, we already run the fucking war. I'm not going to listen to no Japs. Sorry if that offends anybody. He's like, I'm not going to listen to this, that, no. He's like, and the white guy sitting there listening to him, right, as he go about his, his little speech about how he's not going to do that shit because he's American or whatnot. Then he goes, all right. He's like, and you get the fuck out of my office. And he went back to doing his shit. That nigga picked up the typewriter and beat the fuck out that nigga. Blood all over his shirt, all that shit. He walked straight through that nigga's company, back to the car, and the dude looks at him and says, did you kill him? He said, nah, but he got the message.
Yeah.
And that's where I left off in the show, fool, because I fell asleep. I was like, that shit's dope, my nigga.
I don't know. I think I seen that for some reason.
That
That shit
shit
sounds
is dope.
familiar as fuck to me.
But no, because it's all new actors. Like, it's all new. I forgot that guy's name. That's the leading actor, the white guy. But he's been in a lot of movies. But yeah, man, it started out dope. I like that gangster shit, man. That shit's cool.
Especially that way where it's like I
Yeah.
did something good and then I'm being paid back a lot for it because I did some good shit.
I was just trying. I just saw a nigga hanging, bro.
Yeah.
Where
I
I'm
just was
from, that
helping
shit,
out.
I don't want to see.
I don't want nobody be hanging, bro.
I was gonna bathe.
Just trying to bathe,
How
man.
can I bathe with this nigga hanging
Act like
next
this
to
shit
me?
ain't happening, man.
You know what
I'm
I'm
just trying to
saying?
do my thing, man.
So it went from him helping that dude out in that opening scene to
Man, we was having a discussion in the barbershop about this shit. So a guy was talking about how his friend works at the cleaners. And
hey, he came back with goodies. I'm sorry.
That's all right. This guy works at the cleaners. So there's a Hispanic guy that comes into the cleaners probably once every 2 weeks or whatever, and he gets about $500 worth of clothes dry cleaned. He wiping his about $500.
Mine was a
worth of clothes.
$17 bill that I just got out. $17.51.
Yeah, but he obviously he does 2 weeks worth of clothes, and I don't know if he does one set of clothes,
2 weeks worth of clothes.
3 weeks of clothes. Yeah,
In the cleaners at once.
$500.
That's
Yeah.
still a lot. Shit, that's like his draws too. Shit.
No, I mean, well, let's say just realistically, like suit, jacket, shirt, pants.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Something
he
like
got
that.
suits and all that shit too.
So anyway, but he said
Yeah.
it's about $500 worth. Anyway,
okay, this is real life. We're talking about real life shit.
yeah.
Okay.
So he was patting the guy's pockets down in his pants while he was gone, and he thought it was a wad of paper, so he took it out. It was money. He runs to the bathroom and counts the shit out. It's $1,500 in there, right?
He couldn't count that in front of everyone.
Well, he didn't want to do it in the camera or no in front of everybody. No, he didn't want to do it there. So he went to the bathroom, counted out, and he got nervous because he was like, damn, am I going to keep this money? So he kept it, and waited to see if the guy would come back for the money, and he never did. He just came back and got his clothes and went on about his business. Now,
So the dude did come back.
the dude came back and got his clothes, like his regular clothes out the dry cleaners. He didn't never ask for the money. The guy knew whose money it was, obviously, because those were the pants that he was patting down or whatever. The same guy that comes in every couple weeks or whatever, few weeks, and gets his.
Why hold on? Why didn't he tell him?
What? Exactly. That's what I told. I said, so
First and foremost,
I
if
said
you,
so-
if you were gonna hold the money, that's like oh buddy, when my ring fell in my fucking pocket, that nigga was not gonna tell me about
well,
that
he didn't
shit.
know. He didn't know for sure.
My
He said he
nigga.
saw it on the ground. He didn't see you drop it.
Bro, it had just fell. You had heard it.
I didn't hear. I didn't know. I didn't
You
hear it.
remember you said
I thought I heard it, but I didn't
Exactly.
know that was it or not. But it might have been your chair moving. You might have dropped it way before
That's
that.
what I'm saying. I think I dropped it a little bit before that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
But he didn't. Like
But
I say, he didn't know
that
that.
nigga saw
you-
them hoes on my hand when I walked in.
Oh,
'Cause
now
I
you doing
'cause
some
I-
more shit. That nigga didn't see no fucking. Oh, that nigga saw me jewelry down,
saw
nigga.
me, baby.
No. But
That's why you make sure when you walk into your room, you're like, people,
Hey, look.
I have
look.
if you see these on the ground,
give them to me. I have a bad habit of falling off.
they're mine.
No, I took them off because I don't like trying to eat with them hoes. Yeah.
So okay. But that's what I told him. He was like, "Oh man,
They're
he
too
came
shiny.
up on a lick." Da da da.
I'm
And I
not
was
getting
like,
dirty.
I said,
I
"That's
really-
a lick to you?
I'm
That ain't no
fucking-
lick." I said, "I get it if you hurting or something, right?
Yeah.
If you hurting and it's a struggle, then that's a blessing or
Hey,
whatever, luck, whatever." But if,
$1,500 is a one trip at when I'm shopping.
that's a lick. But to him, and I told him, I was like, so the nigga didn't tell him like, say, bro, like, hey, I found this in your pants.
Yeah.
That's what you would do. That's what I would do.
Especially if
Yeah,
I
for
held
sure.
it.
And
Yeah.
you know
Especially
whose
if I
shit it
held
is.
it.
Now, had I just found $1,500 on the ground or something, I don't know whose it is. I can't return. I'm not gonna go around asking people. That's my money, man.
I just hit a lick.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
but
my
you
money.
took it out of the guy's pocket.
You took it out his pocket at the
if
dry
you take
cleaners.
it to the dry cleaners and you got something in the
It's
pocket,
my stuff. It's my possession. That's my thing.
yeah, that's supposed to be
Yeah, those are
returned to
my
you,
things.
whether if
Exactly.
you remember it's in there or not.
Exactly.
So is
we
this guy
argued for
dead
an
now 'cause
hour
he-
in there because he was like, "Man, that's a come up," and I told him, I said, "That's
come up.
bad karma, is what that is."
That's
Yeah.
exactly what that
I
is.
said, "Yo, shit finna be so fucked up." Not saying him. We were just saying hypothetically because he was saying he agreed with the dude that he would do the same. And I said, "You gonna wonder why you got 8 flat tires in 2 weeks on your car? You gonna wonder why your house is
And that
foundation is fucked
$1,500
up."
goes like that.
Yeah, you wondering all this shit. Like, why would you even? I said, it'd be different if you didn't know whose fucking money it was. It'd be different
Bro.
if you were hurt. If you
Bro.
were like, man, my
Did-
rent
did-
ain't getting
Did
paid
he
this
fi-
month.
Did he
and
find
this-
it after they left?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so-
Because you
okay.
know you check in all the clothes and then he's gone because he's like, yeah, I need all these dry
Right,
clean,
right.
and then he's going through the clothes like you
Patting
should.
it down,
yeah. And
Because
then
you don't want to fucking melt a credit card in there.
anything, yeah, fucking
Yeah.
chocolate bar, some shit, anything.
Yeah, for real.
So he
Piece of
finds the
candy,
money.
right.
Chocolate.
You know whose it is, and not only that, there's an assumption from the guy like, yeah, this dude's clearly a drug dealer because he spends so much money on dry cleaning or whatever. So
what, that
you
has-
would
that has nothing to
still,
do with nothing.
but I'm saying, but you would think that's the smart thing to do is to keep the $1,500
No,
from the drug dealer's clothes.
Especially if it's a drug dealer, be like,
That
man, he's
would-
wearing
that
suits
would-
all the
I'd have
time,
been-
but
exactly.
damn,
That would have
I
been my
wanna get this
moment.
thing
That'd have been
back
my
to him.
ace, my ace,
My ace boogie.
my ace boogie
Ace
moment.
boogie.
As soon as a nigga walked in, I'm like,
Hey, bro.
hey,
Hey, I found this in your thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you to.
Yeah,
miss
I ain't
out,
want you to
bro.
hurt-
I
yeah.
didn't know what was going on, but
Yeah,
No,
man.
but I
shoot.
got 911
Hey.
calling my phone right now.
Nah, I would
Nah,
have been, but
man.
hey, man,
Nah, it's fine.
shit.
hey, how about you? What do you do?
Well, you do that and you just hope that he peeps it and just like, man, that's a good, I
I'm gonna
appreciate
ask the nigga what to do. Hey, what do you do by the
what
way?
you do, by the way. Yeah.
Are you fucking around with me?
Yeah. I mean, I
figure
got
it
a little front going here. man.
it's a little shop. It's a little something I'm doing. What's
mean,
going on, fam?
I'm talking about it was identical to the paid in full shit.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm
I
I'm
would've
telling
I
him,
would've definitely gave that shit back,
and
bro.
and even though I don't got no interest in doing that shit,
Not anymore.
if a plug came along, man, they got to do
The
what
right
do,
plug comes
They
along.
got to do what business got to do.
We'll have to talk about it, man. Hey, how can I?
But
How can
no,
we?
but I told him, I was like, why would you even risk all of your? I was like, hey, you got a kid. You got a kid and you talking about that. Da 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 da. We was talking, right? An hour goes by, right?
Nigga wouldn't have shot me trying to come out the garage.
His son sitting in the chair when we was talking about it at first getting cut, and he was like, $1,500, man, I'd keep that. And like little Lonnie is like he looks up to me and he looks for guidance and shit. His dad ain't really that cool, but he's a good dad. He's gonna take care of him and stuff. But he's not a cool dad. But he looks to me for that coolness, and I still give him the same type. But I'm like, nah, man, you give it back, especially you know whose it is. I said it'd be different if you were hurting and you needed the money. then you can say, hey, this is the blessing that I need. I needed that.
But
Cool.
you working, you don't need
But
that
you
money.
working
need
and
that nigga-
everything straight, then get the money back.
Right.
So he was sitting in the chair at first saying how he keep the money. An hour later, Lil Lonnie's like, yeah, man, I'd give it back. You know, I know it's his money and da-da-da-da-da. I give it back. And I was like, there you go. You switched up. You came to your realization of it because of all these other people in here saying your dad was wrong. But I know Lonnie, his dad. I know Lonnie to know that he's a good dude. He ain't really like that. Right before this other dude leaves, he says, y'all tripping, man. Lonnie did that to put it in his son's head to not do it. And everybody was like, and Lonnie was like, y'all just now realize, like, I ain't finna keep that dude money, man. And have that dude kill me. I ain't finna have, like, it's $1,500. Yeah, it's some money, but I ain't finna keep that dude money. But he did all that so that his son would switch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He pushing it hard. Like, man, that's a bless. Man, hell nah, man. I'm going to keep the money, man. Y'all tripping, man. I'm going to give, you know, da-da-da-da-da. And he sounding lame. He sounded like a lame-o when he sounded like everybody like, man, this dude sound crazy. Why the fuck would you keep the money?
That nigga tripping.
Yeah, nobody in there would keep the money. Like, as much as greedy as I know them niggas to be, nah, I'm going to keep the fucking money. Like, it's like, nah, nigga, that came out of his pants. That's his money.
That's cause most niggas ain't thieves, man. We like to get how we
Wait,
live.
what?
Wait, what?
You mean y'all aren't? I thought we were thick.
I thought we were
Bros?
Thick as thieves.
What?
I thought we were thick. But no,
Nah,
it was
I
a
mean-
good ass
I mean,
teaching
niggas,
moment
niggas
though.
hit licks, but they don't steal from each other like that.
It was a good ass teaching moment for
Unless
me
it's robbing
as a
Drew.
father because I saw that and I was like, damn, that's a good ass way to do that. A good ass way to put it in my kid's head. Cause sometimes they're gonna just go the opposite way of you.
Right.
Sometimes
Oh,
they're
yeah,
gonna
for sure.
Exactly.
Sometimes they're gonna be the greed. They're gonna be like, shit,
Right.
that's money. And you have put such an importance on money in them. You want them to also understand the nuance of good money, bad money. Because
Yeah.
if you just could put it like money is important, then when they get to where money can be it, then they'll have it. Whether it's through theft, whether it's through scamming, whatever, because you've put an importance on it as a parent. So it was a real good moment, like, because that dude said that when he left, when he was leaving, and everybody was like, that's what you were doing. Lonnie was like, man, yeah, that's what I was doing. You know, that's what I was doing, man.
Come on, bro.
Why it take y'all so long to catch on? But little Lonnie, by that point, had already sealed it in his head.
Right.
Nah, I wouldn't keep that money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I wouldn't keep that shit. It was a really dope little moment. But I just wondered how y'all felt about it, because nigga would be like, nigga, shit, nigga, it's $1,500, nigga. I'm keep $1,500, nigga.
As soon as you said the cleaners, I automatically went to
Paid in full, man.
full.
That's
I'm
what
like,
I
oh,
said
shit,
too.
This is how I get my big break. You
Mhm.
gotta put that good energy out there if you're trying to receive anyway. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? you gotta put that good energy out.
Put that
If-
juju out
now-
there, man.
Now if you don't need to do all that, you can just live on,
If
on-
you don't give a fuck about your juju, but like that's what I kept telling them in the shop. I said, what do they say, y'all? I said, karma is a what? What do they
Bitch.
say? They said karma is a
Bitch.
bitch, and then I said, but only if you were first.
Mhm.
That's the only way karma is a bitch. So if you keep being a bitch, then karma will be a bitch. Karma is what you are.
What was that
Yeah.
Lil Wayne line? Karma
Is
a
a
bitch,
but
just make
sure
sure
that bitch is beautiful. Yeah, straight up. Yeah.
Karma is a bitch.
But that's why I say karma is what you are first. So, if karma is a bitch, then you were probably a bitch first. You were definitely a bitch first. That's just what it boiled down
You
to.
did some whole ass shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, that happened Saturday.
That's a good
at the
moment, though.
barbershop. It was a solid ass thing because I was like, that was
cool.
slick.
Cool teaching.
That was slick, Lonnie, because I thought you were a whole ass nigga for a minute, man. Because people can expose themselves in ways like that. And, we're so receptive of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hear the way you're talking about this one thing. It makes you kind of scummy, or it makes you kind of creepy. You know what I'm saying?
It just be a bunch of hot siding going on in my barbershop.
But see, in doing that, they expose some shit, though.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas' masculinity is fucked up, too. We had a discussion. This girl wanted, of course, she was ridiculous for wanting this. She was about to get married, and she wanted her husband to cry when she walked down the aisle. And I said,
I mean, that's an emotion
that is very hard to conjure up, especially in the moment around a lot of people.
Yeah, it's like that's a girl thing to do.
It's
cry.
easier
Not
for
even
girls
that.
to cry.
Not even that. It's an emotion that you don't call upon. To
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can't call upon.
Yeah, sometimes that shit comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah.
Like when I'm, watching one. of
She's
them-
probably seen him cry
watch
watching
one
a
of them movies
video
or
one
something.
time, and
She
he was
said
like,
she was.
seen it
She
too.
Have y'all
was-
ever cried watching a movie?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Like,
I
so-
have.
I've gotten
have y'all
close.
cried-
I've gotten those like that feeling like,
Yeah.
man, no,
No, I can't cry that.
Yeah, Pursuit of Happiness.
But was it a movie that you weren't expecting that from?
Pursuit of Happiness.
Nah, see, I expect kind of.
I didn't know what the
watched
movie was
a
about.
video on Facebook the other morning, and it was like,
I've done that shit.
Check myself to get up and walk out and check myself.
Before, like, oh,
Okay.
shit.
Okay. All right.
And that's something to do with the animal too. That was my
Okay.
thing.
There is a video.
It's stupid.
Something to do with animals.
There's a
God,
video.
insane.
There's a video of a girl, and she's supposed to break this record for hitting for like home runs in a season or something. And
No, she never does it.
no, she hits the home run, and she's running to first base, and she tears her fucking ACL. Fucks her knee up.
Oh,
If she doesn't round the bases by herself,
It doesn't count.
it doesn't count. If her teammates help her, it doesn't count. The other team picks her up, carries her,
Yeah,
and
I've seen
touches
that
her
one.
foot on her. Oh, I was crying like a motherfucker, bro. I was crying
That
like
shit-
a motherfucker,
that shit kind of
bro.
gave me chills right there when you said it.
Her team,
The
the
other
other
team,
team
that's
picked
fucked
her
up,
up
bro.
because
Like
they
for
said
real.
you hit the home run. That happened.
Damn.
Yeah.
They picked her up and touched her foot on each one of those fucking bases, bro, and I was losing it, nigga.
I'd have told them motherfuckers, be careful. It hurts. It hurt. Just take. I don't give a fuck about
Yeah,
that
she
home
fucked
run.
her shit up.
I remember I did that shit. And nigga Narada was like, bro, get up, bro.
Because we don't know nothing like
He's
that.
like,
I can't.
Bro, get up, bro. I try to get up. Nah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to the car, bro. I'm done.
It's
You
not
done,
working.
bro? It's game point. Done. I'm done, bro.
My shit is torn
I'm done, bro.
multiple places.
I'm done, bro.
I might not ever play
That nigga
basketball
was
Your
again.
so-
army crawling
That nigga
off.
was so mad because I didn't pass him the ball in the first place, and they would have avoided all that.
Narada not the best shooter, but you give him an open jump or something, man. He'll
He
knock
knocked
it
it on
down,
down,
man.
and that nigga was wide open.
Yeah.
I drew the double team.
Jason
I
loved to
wanted
go
to-
Kobe.
I wanted to jump stop through them niggas. I seen the play. I wanted to jump stop
Go
through
up
them
and
niggas
over, jump
just,
stop, and finish
and
that
just
hole.
finish that hole.
Nigga
I had
jump-
just scored like 6 straight.
Yeah.
I'm on fire.
Yeah.
That nigga was open right in the corner. That nigga looked at me.
Jump, stop.
I said, That nigga was like, get up, bro. Get
Yeah.
up. That shit was the funniest shit ever. Not then,
Man.
though. Not
But
to
I
me,
say
though.
Pursuit of Happiness because that's the first movie where I ever cried tears of joy. I had never in my life cried tears of joy.
That's
When
your
he-
white side coming out.
When he got yes, affirmative action. It finally worked for a black man. That way to go, Will. Way to break through the glass
Silly.
ceiling.
Silly.
But nah, him getting that job, I cried tears of happiness. I cried tears of sadness all throughout the movie before that. But the tears of happiness during that moment was like, fuck, I am so I had a sigh of relief for his ass. I was so fucking happy. But there's been other movies where I just been like, damn, that shit kind of deep, man.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I can't believe that shit finna break me down like that. And one of them was that Batman with I want to say it was the one with Bane. That one made me cry when he was flying the the fucking his spaceship or whatever, fucking airplane out with it had the bomb on it. When he was flying that motherfucker out, I was like, that's right, man. That nigga got to do what he got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? And it never even dawned. No. It was when old boy was crying. That made me cry. His butler. When he started crying, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
That made me lose.
You
it.
need to watch Pete Holmes' Bad
Alfred.
Man.
All right. You've told me again.
Which-
You told
what?
me about
Yeah.
that on YouTube.
Pete Holmes' Bad Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They got that skit on there too. That's why I was like,
You ain't gonna mess it. Nah, you ain't gonna mess that movie.
He not
up long
gonna
enough,
mess
man.
that.
Dude,
I
yeah.
cried at that point, and you're laughing.
Bro, he was saying it like, man, I failed you. I failed you. I was like, damn, man. Because I thought he was
Alfred.
dead. I
Alfred,
don't know
yeah,
why I
yeah.
thought he was actually dead.
Nah, man, Batman's he was. But
I
what
was
that
so
guy?
engulfed
Ray
in the
Mysterio.
moment.
You gotta understand, he was raised by Ray Mysterio, bro.
I was so engulfed. I was so engulfed in the movie. I was like, damn, Batman's dead. This shit is over forever.
That was a good that was a good
But
villain too. The dude that did Taken. He was Ray Mysterio. He was like Batman's teacher. You know what I'm talking about? You don't remember that part of the movie?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
that
yeah,
part of
yeah.
Batman too. He teaches him how to be part of the darkness.
Yeah.
And Bane was part of that shit too. That's why he's like, nigga, I come from this shit, nigga.
Was
That's
he
why-
the dude that played in Doctor? He wasn't the dude that played in.
He was the guy from Taken. He's nigga.
That's him.
He's
Yeah,
like- he's like,
yeah.
nigga,
He was
like,
nice.
I know you, nigga.
He was
I'm finna kill you,
nice.
nigga. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm finna
that's
come
him.
get you, nigga. You got my bitch, nigga. Nigga, kidnap my bitch, nigga.
That nigga didn't talk like that.
I
That
wish he
wasn't how
did.
the
That
script
would be
go.
great. The movie probably be a little bit
babe.
I
better.
wish he did. That was pretty good.
Babe. You're a bad bitch, but they're about to take you.
Hey. I gotta go do something else right now.
Say, hey, Kim Folk,
hey,
I know you
D-
took my girl.
Hey,
There's some shit that I know that you really don't want to fuck with.
some shit that I know. Hey, she gets cranky at this time, bro.
Nah, you gotta talk like you was that nigga in the other one. It's like, I have a set of skills. And da-da-da. That's you be like, man, some shit I know, Kim Folk. You ain't gonna fuck with that shit, bro. Hey, bro.
Yeah. Hey, look here, man.
Bro,
I do this and that, fool. And if you don't put that shit back,
I got GPS.
Bruh,
I got that
see
find
you, nigga.
I got that find your phone
I
shit.
see you, nigga.
I got that find your phone shit. It's activated, bro.
Open the door, nigga. I'm there.
I'm after you. I'm after you, bro. I'm at your neck, nigga.
And he puts the phone down.
I'm at your neck,
behind
nigga.
him. And you just behind him.
Hey, nigga, I'm at your neck right now. I'm at your neck. Say the way my hoodie got, the way the hoodie shade is, it blends in with the seat. It looks like I'm doing like this the whole fucking podcast. Like my shoulder is up like this. Look at it. Doesn't it look like my shoulders up the whole time? It makes me look weird as fuck. Like I'm doing like this the whole time. I'm not though.
Oh, sorry, excuse me, guys.
We could jump the shark. That's it. It was a good podcast. A nice podcast about nothing. We talked about nothing, but we accomplished a lot.
Did we? I mean, I felt like, those
Anytime we
movies were
talk
great.
for an hour and 15 minutes at least, consistently, without being like, so what do y'all guys want to talk about? What do y'all want to discuss?
I could talk about movies and shit all day, though.
We could talk about anything all day. That's why we
Anything.
started the podcast. We were like, hey guys, let's start a podcast. I could talk about anything if you were like,
we started
me too.
podcasts and stare at each other.
Let's just look at everyone.
Let's gaze at each other.
Let's gaze. That's why it has gay in
And then
it.
we can
That's
gaze.
why it has gay in it.
Yeah.
Man, but we appreciate y'all following us when we talk about random things, about anything.
Random stuff.
Hey, anything you want to talk
Random
about?
stuff.
Yeah, if you ever come on here,
Email,
if you were
whatever.
watching anything that you comment about, I usually try to talk about it or
Yeah.
at least acknowledge it. It puts
Parada's a big gay.
it puts things in our mind or in our head about what to talk to. Parada said you're a gremlin, so your rebuttal is he's
a big gay.
a big gay. Okay, that's a weird way of putting it, but yeah, if y'all got any questions, concerns, comments, or whatever, y'all feel free to reach us on any one of our social media things. On Twitter, it's at BLK.
That's underscore
yeah, I forgot
BLK
what it
privilege underscore.
That's on Twitter.
That's Twitter.
And on Instagram, it is
Black underscore privilege underscore.
Go like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is the Black Privilege Podcast. And y'all go follow us on Facebook as well and comment and DM us there. That's the Black Privilege Podcast as well. We're on the podcast app. We're on Stitcher. We're on SoundCloud.
And we're on. I'll choke you on Hey, that's my shit. That's my shit.
Your genitals. What? Show me your genitals.
No.
Your genitals. That's my
I don't-
shit.
That's full song.
That's
I
my
do
that's
not-
my theme song.
Sorry,
when
yeah, I
walk
was
around
saying
the
this.
mall.
Sorry.
I don't condone any
But
of that
but
type
yeah.
of- it's hilarious.
Sure you
though.
do.
What were we doing?
That's it.
We were
just-
We're trying to
exiting.
stop it.
Yeah, we
We
were
were,
exiting.
we were trying to stop it.
But no, just like I say, y'all shoot us an email or something too. We have an email, blackprivilegepodcast@gmail.com. Other than that, y'all holla.